From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Mostly sunny, hot, and humid today with temperatures in the low 90s this afternoon, though feeling like the triple digits. Partly cloudy through the evening, warm and humid tonight with temperatures in the 70s by Friday morning. A shower and thunderstorm chance returns for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back? Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Hey, it's Franny. Want the most money for your used car? GiveMeTheVin.com will beat CarMax, your dealer, even your brother's best friend, Joey. Don't believe me? Check their thousands of reviews online, and they are 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. From $2,000 to $200,000, they give you top dollar, quick transactions, and free pickup. Now's the time to sell your car, truck, or exotic today at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva. Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory. Look for Nariva at Walmart today and feel the difference. Also try Nariva Ultra with clinically tested cognitive and feel mentally alert. Available at Walmart. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, CMO Hyundai Motor America, talks about audio storytelling.
People scratch their heads and say, why would you put your brand on a channel that doesn't show the sheet metal? But for us, it's about storytelling. That's driving a lot of brand awareness, but we can also drive a lot of intent.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the influencers, audiences, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Is getting gas at Shell burning a hole in your wallet? Get the Drop app. With Drop, you can earn free gift cards just by filling up your tank. Download Drop now. Use code DROP88 to instantly receive $5 in points.
Ahoy, fishing fans! It's the 12th annual Treasure Coast Bonito Blast Fishing Tournament, hosted by Pirates Cove Resort and Marina in Stewart. Mark your calendars for Saturday, July 27th. Join us for happy hour to watch the boats come in and enjoy the festivities. Don't miss the Captain's Dinner on Friday, July 26th. Register to fish at TreasureCoastBonitoBlast.com. Remember, all proceeds benefit the Wounded Veterans Relief Fund. Really on the fun at Pirates Cove Resort and Marina, July 26th and 27th, 4307 Southeast Bayview Street, Stewart. See you there.
Jamaica is calling. Are you listening? Forget your routine and come enjoy the magic of Montego Bay, Jamaica. Located on one of the best beaches in the world. Breathtaking sea views, all-inclusive 5-star luxury hotel. Come to Iberostar Selection Rose Hall Suites. Come discover an aquatic paradise. Float along the lazy river. Relax in the infinity pool. Play in the ocean. Scuba diving, snorkel, or soak up the sun seaside. Pamper yourself with a wellness experience at Spa Sensations Hydro Massage Tub and Sauna. Savor the flavors of Jamaica at 5 specialty restaurants. And for the little one, Star Camp Children's Activity Programs, Kids Pool and Water Park. Your all-inclusive Caribbean vacation awaits at this stunning Caribbean tropical paradise. Whether you're planning an intimate couples retreat, a family vacation, or a spa getaway, come experience Iberostar Selection Rose Hall Suites, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Plan your vacation today at IberostarSelectionRoseHallSuites.com. That's IberostarSelectionRoseHallSuites.com.
To me, the most important word in the world is dignity. There are certain God-given rights to be fed, to have shelter, medicine, and clothing. When many of our clients come to us, they face the great risk of losing much of what they have. In some cases, losing everything. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In one instant, an accident, a natural disaster, or the intentional acts of others can threaten our dignity. Whether it's the loss of a paycheck, paying medical bills, enduring a life of pain and suffering, or a claim with your own insurance company, or a business dispute, and you can't afford to pay a lawyer by the hour, your dignity hangs in the balance. You only pay us if we recover for you. Let my firm fight for you, your family, and your dignity. Call us for a free consultation. Dial Pound Law on your cell phone. That's pound 529. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. Please text the two letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. Text AM to 52886.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
When the going gets tough, the tough get Storm Smart. Since 1996, Storm Smart has simplified the process of protecting your home. Our storm catcher screens and shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, Storm Smart ensures your experience from purchase through installation is seamless. We know what it takes to keep your home safe, livable, and beautiful. Because Smart is making it easy to protect your home. And Smart is simple. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Get into summer with iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
It's stop and go on the turnpike between Lantana's Toll Plaza and Jog Road, and on I-95 between Belvedere Road and PBIA. Spot something on the roads, call the traffic tip line pound 250 keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeart radio station.
Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword bonus at realradio921.com. That's bonus. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Welcome to the show.
Wine and cheese go together like peanut butter and jelly, right?
Cheese goes good with wine?
It's National Wine and Cheese Day.
You want some cheese with that wine? Two of my favorite things. It is National Wine and Cheese Day.
Today is the day to celebrate that.
Is there anything better than wine and cheese?
Wine and wine.
Wine, well, there you go.
That's true.
I love cheese. I love wine.
It's showtime, baby.
Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're just like, you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Jimmy.
We haven't had to pull it for quite a while, so we're going to lube it up.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
It is the Penthouse on Real Radio on a Thursday, getting ready for the big Olympics. That is going to be tomorrow night, opening ceremonies. And then we'll start to get some gold medals. We got a chance for you to win $1,000 13 times a day. 2 days left. Come on, you guys. Please win $1,000. Please, come on. Also, if you're a Panther fan, you got a big chance to get a fat head today at 11:45. We got so much going on in the Penthouse today for you always. I hope you listen to Rover and his crew. And good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning. What's going on, kids?
All good. And good morning to Francis.
Hi, good morning. Happy Little Friday.
Happy Little Friday. I got off to a good start today. I was down at the casino about 5:15. I got up at 4 o'clock, washed my floor. I said, what am I going to do? I might as well go to Hard Rock. And that's what I did. Whew. Even though I couldn't bet on the Hard Rock app. So, Franny, how are you? The Olympics are going to be here. And is anybody going to be having sex? I mean, we hear more about sex in the Olympics than the actual events, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are. In fact, we've heard about how many condoms they are passing around in the Olympics. By the way, you have a lot of ways you can get in touch with us. 47142. That's the text line. Started off with Real Radio. I got that right in front of me. Of course, we have our toll-free number, 877-927-6969. We got an email, jimmy@realradio921.com. And, of course, that really cool talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app. Just search for that microphone icon when you're on Real Radio 921, and you can leave us a little voice message. By the way, with that iHeartRadio app, if you are anywhere around the world, you can listen to us, and you can also listen to the Olympics too if you want to.
Say what?
Yeah, you heard me.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
great way to stay up to date on your favorite sports.
Yep. If you can't be in front of a TV, you can definitely listen to it. That's the great thing about the app. But we always hear about it. It's a big old orgy that's going on during the Olympics.
But why? Why aren't they?
Because they're all just pumped up with testosterone, and they're ready, and they're just I don't know why, but. And it's just like all these hot, tight bodies, and it's just everybody just gets horny. Don't ask me. I've never been to the Olympic Village.
They should be resting at night and try and get gold medals. Come on. What the hell's going on?
I mean, I think everybody's still doing okay, even when they have it. Yes, we know that some people do have their, like, who was it? Mike Tyson, a couple other people say that they stay abstinent.
Well, that
before
was
a big fight or game or whatever it is.
Yeah, for years they said that fighters, when they were training, were not going to have sex.
Yeah.
I think that got debunked over the years.
Well, I don't know if it got debunked. I think like some do. I mean, Tyson openly said that he was staying away from that and pot before his fight, that we don't even know it's going to happen. But yeah, for the most, the 2024 Paris Olympics, of course, is about competition and sports, but it could be for a little hookup action. In fact, these are some stories that from past Olympics that you may not have known about. Starting at the 2021 Olympics, this is something we do know about, but it's the first thing on the list about how to sleep on cardboard beds, which we debunked that because they said the flimsy nature was designed on purpose to be anti-sex. Yeah. But Jimmy played some audio, and there was a video of a guy, an Olympic athlete, jumping on the bed, going, they're really not that bad.
Jumping, he did a flip on it and landed on it, like a belly flop onto it. And that was debunked at the last one, too.
I think so.
The Winter Olympics, the last Winter Olympics of 2022, that got debunked as well.
Yep. And then if you're wondering, with these anti-sex beds, not real, but there's also a huge supply of Olympic-branded condoms, 200,000 male condoms, 20,000 female condoms, and 10,000 oral dams are going to be given away at the Olympic Village.
I wish I was a salesperson for that order. My God.
Do they come in the colors of the Olympic rings?
I would hope so.
They should.
Stay within the rings.
Yes. I love that they have oral dams. They have female versions and, of course, mainly the male condoms there. At the Vancouver Olympics in 2010, a group of Canadian, German, and Austrian athletes had an orgy at a house outside the Olympic Village. Yes, an orgy. This is facts. 2014 Winter Olympics in Russia saw a massive rise in Tinder usage in the Olympic Village. Athletes were pretty much running the app at the time. 2014, that's how long it's been. 10 years that app's been running. Even more, probably, right? They said, and speaking of dating apps, at the London 2012 Olympics, Grindr literally crashed within minutes of athletes arriving.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
They said it took 24 hours for the app to get back up and running, much to the relief of all concerned. They said the founder of Grindr then apologized, saying that the app was a little frustrated.
We weren't ready. Supply and demand.
Julie Foudy, who competed in 3 Olympics from 1964 to 2004, said she saw people having sex right out in the open on the grass between buildings. People were getting down and dirty, she claims.
Get a room.
Beijing 2008 Olympics was referred to as a sex fest. According to an Olympic table tennis player, this led to the catchphrase for the Olympics, more sex than Woodstock.
Wow.
That speaks volumes.
Yes. Number 8 here, they said the sex problem, or maybe it's not a problem, depending on how you see it, right? Might have first started at the 1988 Seoul Olympics, where athletes were having so much outdoor sex that they had to ban it. I mean, you're right. Get a room. All this outdoor sex. 1994, there was a German bobsledder
tried to trade their gold medals for some group fun with another skier.
Wow.
Carrie Scheinberg.
Wow. Offered a gold medal.
Yes.
Just pay her.
Scheinberg told ESPN they made it clear that they trade me their gold for all kinds of other favors.
Wow.
She said, thanks, but Tommy Moe has a medal. I'll play with his. I guess maybe that's who she was with. I don't know. I don't know.
Offering money and medals for
Right?
sex. Who would do something like that?
On the plane ride home from Sydney to LA after the 2000 Summer Olympics, it was essentially a sex fest as well. Not just in the bathroom, but like in the rows of the airplane. Wow, these people are horned up, right?
Damn.
They said,
Can I get a water? And some cashews?
And a tea bag? What?
They said, like, to go add on to that, they said everybody partnered up fairly rapidly. American Olympian Bro Greer said he also confessed to having sex with a famous Olympian in the bathroom, but didn't say who it was.
What year?
This is 2000, did I say? Yeah.
Ooh.
The same three women, the same athlete also was apparently visited by at least three women every single day during the 2000 Sydney Olympics, sometimes without more than a couple hours in between.
I wonder how he
Three
performed.
women
I wonder how he
every
performed.
day.
For his medal.
Yeah.
Did he have anything
in
left?
the games or
Right?
Did he have anything left?
Yeah.
Coach is like, man, you look beat.
Vancouver 2010 Olympics officials had to send out emergency shipment of 10,000 additional condoms because their initial supply of 100,000 was used up.
Wow.
Which works out to be about 14 condoms per person if they.
That's crazy.
Were they making water balloons out of that?
Yeah,
they
they
had
said
it.
that they received many calls with athletes saying, "Help! I need condoms."
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Man, I knew it was bad. I didn't think it was this bad.
Oh my God. Oh, I mean,
At least they're using them.
Yes, right.
I mean-
At least they're being safe. And then we keep on going. And what do the actual condoms look like? At the Beijing 2008 Olympics, the Olympic motto, faster, higher, stronger, was written on the package. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
The most amount of
That's
condoms,
funny.
right, at an Olympics that they heard of was 450,000, and that was at the Rio Olympics in 2016. So that's even more than they're giving out this time around.
Rio.
Rio.
Jeez. Well,
yes.
Rio's very
It's
sexy.
very sexy over there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That was the first time they ever had female condoms, and they had 100,000 of those.
Oh, good. Did they use them all?
Maybe. I don't know.
Again, I wish I was the salesperson for this. Man, you would have crushed it. Let me take your order. What do you need?
All you need is one order every 4 years.
You're good. That's what I'm
That's it.
saying.
You're done. That'll pay for
You
itself.
got your little pen there. You go, what do you need now? 8,000 condoms. I got it. Might be a little back ordered on that. Can we send 2 shipments?
What happened to Joe?
Even Ryan Lochte. Remember Ryan Lochte? Isn't he a
Yeah.
Gator? He's a Florida Gator, right?
Yeah, he's the one with the problems.
Yeah, well, he did, yes. They said he competed in 3 Olympics and said that around 70 to 75% of Olympians are having sex at the Olympics, which is a lot, but who knows if he knows the accurate number. Of course, many coaches enforce rules on athletes like curfews or banning mixed gender visits in rooms. There's also security, like a dorm room, right?
Yeah.
But this only leads to athletes to be super devious, sneak out, walk around for hours on end to try and find a spot to hook up. And that's
Yeah,
why
they
a lot of it was outdoors.
Yeah, they can't, nail him down. What are they going to do?
This poor person, this is out in the open. Gus Kenworthy, who skied in 3 Olympic Games in 2004, he started in 2014, said people actually lost their virginity in the Olympic Village.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm sure there was a lot of that.
Isn't that sweet?
Well, I think it's nice because you'll remember it. You know what I mean? Like, where'd you lose your virginity? At the Olympics. I mean, who can top that?
And
That's
then
pretty big.
finally here, at the 1976 Olympics in Montreal, one Soviet diver who was married was caught hooking up with another diver on his team. Dun, dun, dun. They said it's unclear based on the wording of the story whether the diver was married to someone else or this guy he was hooking up with. But I'm 99% sure he was cheating, according to somebody who wrote this. So there you go. A lot of scandals, a lot of X-rated stories coming from the Olympics.
877-927-6969. If you ever had sex watching the Olympics, give us a call. You can also email Jimmy at realradio921.com or text us at realradio47142. That is a lot of banging going on. Man, that is unbelievable. And these are just the stories that are out there. I'm sure there's a million different stories of the guys and girls getting it on out there in the Olympics.
So you're asking,
yeah,
Jimmy?
the ones that didn't, and they were trying to hide it. I mean, there is a good point to that. I mean, this is just what we do know.
So you're asking about what they look like, the 2024 condoms. They said they come with messages on them, like on the field of love, play fair, ask for consent. Another one says, don't share more than victory. Protect yourself against STDs.
That's
Another
nice.
one says, score a win. Yes to consent. No STDs. And then the last one here says, no need to be a gold medalist to wear it. So that's what they say on them.
Gold, silver, or bronze.
Uh-huh.
Now, do you
You're a
have time
winner.
to read them before you put them on? Like, hold on a minute. I got to read this message. It's like a fortune cookie. That is pretty unbelievable. Well, we hope everybody in the Olympics, for us, does very good, has a great Olympic, and wins some medals for us. That's what we're hoping for. Kevin Durant looks like he's practicing now. He's 50-50 on whether or not he's going to play in the Olympics. They were thinking about replacing him, but his injury got a little better, so it looks like he's going to play. The men's team, I think their first game is Monday, and I think the women's is Sunday against Japan. So we'll check the Hard Rock app later to check the odds on. I know America and men's team are big favorites there, and we'll see what the women are too. I know the women have won 8 in a row, going for their 9th title in a row, which is amazing. And the guys, again, going for the gold medal. I think this will be LeBron's 3rd if he gets it. He also was picked to carry the flag, so he'll be doing that. Jimmy mentioned yesterday Celine Dion's going to be on tomorrow night. Also, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, and there's also reports, because we heard that she was getting paid $2 million for one song, and now they're saying that she's not getting paid anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So conflicting reports.
I was when Jimmy said, yeah, I said, man, that's a good gig. One song.
That's one extreme to the other, huh?
Right?
Wow.
I know. So I don't know what's accurate, but
Good
yeah.
thing about her is that she's feeling better, and she looks like she's going back to Vegas to Resorts World. She signed a big deal with them to do a residency out there, so that's good.
That's really good news because
She was sick.
the prospects didn't look very good for her.
No, she was doing bad the last 6 months or a year.
And but Lady Gaga's going to be performing with her. They're going to do a duet.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that'll kick off tomorrow night. Opening ceremonies. I'm sure a lot of people will be watching it. The opening, closing always gets a lot. I think the opening gets more. And I guess we'll find out tomorrow who the mystery is, who's going to light the torch at the beginning of the ceremony. We'll see what happens with that. I'm sure you can bet on that offshore. A lot of different numbers and a lot of different people. Maybe The Rock. Maybe The Rock's going to show up.
I have a feeling it's somebody French.
You think?
Yeah.
Well,
From France.
I looked through yesterday when we were kind of talking about it, but by the time I got to the point where I could interject, we had kind of moved on. But if you look back to see all the people that were the final one to actually light it, you could see that they were all from that country, or at least it certainly seemed that way, right? So I would imagine, it'll be somebody from France, like Franny said. I would agree with that. More than likely. I mean, I guess there could always be some sort of surprise, but I would hedge on that bet, and that's why I was a little surprised that even Snoop was second. To that, and not actually an athlete himself, either. But it just goes to show the influence that he has worldwide.
Yeah.
I would take him.
Maybe they love him over there in France.
You never know. He could be the guy. Franny said in the article, people don't even know. They tell him, the day before, hey, you're going to be the last person. So Snoop Dogg would be worth the flyer to throw on him. I'm sure his odds are decent to light the torch. But we'll see.
No, he's not, because we already know he's second to last.
Oh, that's right. He's second last.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not the one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they said, unless they
Change
was, meant to be misleading. But I highly doubt it. I don't think they would have, if they wanted it to be him. I think they would have kept it, secret the whole time. But
should be interesting.
Guess you never know.
No, you never know. It should be interesting in the next couple of weeks. That'll control the media, sports world, and regular news about who's winning and who's losing. And we'll see what happens with that. But again, hopefully we have a very good Summer Olympics, and track and field, hopefully we do well in all the sports. So we wish them all good luck.
Looks like for the men's basketball, the USA looks like they take on Serbia at 11:15 a.m. Eastern time, according to the Hard Rock app, and they are 12.5-point favorites over Serbia.
Ooh, when is that? Sunday?
It says Sunday at 11:15 a.m.
Ooh, I gotta check that out.
Our time. So,
all right, cool.
And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to give a heads up, because we've been switching things around, if you were not tuned in last week, with our prize giveaway. How we're doing it every day is a bit different. Even though we always have good stuff up for grabs, we are going to be doing today's prize giveaway at 12:45, and we're bringing back one that you know very well. This is Who's Most Likely To, where I throw out a scenario, and it's either going to be Greek, Jimmy, or me. You fill in the blanks there, and we vote amongst ourselves here. But that's what we're doing at 12:45, and it's what we did for our Instagram giveaway is the officially licensed Florida Panthers Fathead. This is life-size wall decal of one of your favorite Florida Panthers players, and it's really cool. It gives fans a way to bring the game home with them. This is officially licensed life-size wall decals. It's really cool. If you want to see what it looks like, go to realradio921.com, go to the contest page, and you also have an opportunity to win a bunch of stuff there, including one of these fat heads, and you can seek that out. But we're going to do that at 12:45 today.
Thank you, Francis. It is Francis, Jimmy, and the Greek. It is the Penthouse. We'll come back with This Day in History and the Trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
I weigh myself about once a week, and I am butt naked on the scale.
I did it the other day, also butt naked, but I had my phone in my hand, and I'm like, oh, obviously.
20-pound phone. Yeah, that's adding a lot to the 20-pound phone.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Hey, good morning. Got some road work here on 95. That's going to be northbound on the ramp to Glades Road. Looks like that off-ramp center lane is blocked. Also looking at construction Lakeview Avenue westbound after Flagler Drive blocking the left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Assurance Power Systems. Hurricane season is here. There is no better time to protect your home and family with a new Generac standby generator. For as low as $200 per month, Assurance Power can prepare you for the next power outage. Call today to learn more.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Hi there, I'm Mia. I'm Air.
You're Air?
Yeah, I just got out of the lungs of someone smoking a cheap little cigar outside a bodega. Oh, it was so smoky in there. And where there's smoke, there's
fire.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, little cigars might taste sweet, but they still kill. I'm supposed to be helping people, not unhelping them.
You mean hurting?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead.
Little cigars are just as dangerous as regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. Today's job market, people are changing jobs and changing directions. And remember, if you leave your old job, you got to take along your 401k. And you may not know what to do with it. That's when you call experts like Trajan Wealth to sit down with one of the experts to figure out what to do with your 401k and put it in the best position so your money is working for you. You don't want to leave your old 401k with your old place. Call them today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Offices in West Palm Beach. Your 401k should be working for you every single day because that is going to be your retirement. And when your retirement is good, you'll be good also. Make sure everything's going in the right direction for you. Trajan Wealth can help you at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Pace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Here's a surprising fact. More than half of men over 40 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction. Yes, it's more common than you may think. ED can be a sign of a more serious health condition, such as diabetes or heart disease. So if your partner is distant or having trouble in the bedroom, encourage him to speak to his doctor about it. Understand it's not your fault. Learn more about ED, its causes and treatment options by visiting edcure.org or call 561-944-8977. There, you can find a board-certified urologist in West Palm who specializes in treating erectile dysfunction beyond medication and access an ED assessment. If your partner has tried pills or injections and hasn't gotten results, it's time to learn about a permanent solution that's proven to be safe, reliable, effective, and satisfying. Visit edcure.org. That's edcure.org or call 561-944-8977. Sponsored by Boston Scientific.
You're a Florida homeowner. You understand severe weather. But did you know that everyday elements like sun, rain, heat, and humidity can also wreak havoc on your home? From hurricanes to heat waves, StormSmart can protect your home 365 days a year. With storm catcher screens, aluminum shutters, and impact windows and doors. They're each designed to look great, increase your living space, and provide the protection you deserve. Because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
This hurricane season is predicted to be extreme. Your house is your castle. Don't wait. Call Castle Impact Windows, a folding shutter corporation division today for a free estimate. 561-683-4811. High quality made in-house castleimpactwindows.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of why, at one point, Pepsi had the 6th largest navy in the world. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Mostly sunny, hot, and humid today with temperatures in the low 90s this afternoon, though feeling like the triple digits. Partly cloudy through the evening, warm and humid tonight with temperatures in the 70s by Friday morning. A shower and thunderstorm chance returns for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Are you ready for a new job? Express Employment Professionals helps tens of thousands of people find jobs every year and never charges a fee. Find your next job with Express Employment. Go to ExpressPros.com to find your location. That's ExpressPros.com.
The final countdown begins. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, it is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Don't forget, you got a chance to win $1,000 13 times a day with that keyword. And 12:45 today is our giveaway. If you are a Panther fan, you are going to love it. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And it's time for This Day in History and a Greek trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek trifecta.
Ooh, could this be something big? Marlins won again. They beat the Orioles. Man, 2-3 the Mets. And so far, they've been handling the Orioles, going for the sweep today down in Miami. And the Mets spanked the Yankees again, 12-3. Cole always gets hit by the Mets. And even when he was with Houston, Yankees are a little bit of disarray. Coach, after the game, Boone lost his temper a little with the media. But the Yankees are not doing good. One of the worst records in the last 3 weeks. And they got the Red Sox this weekend. That should be very good. NBA did sign that deal for $76 billion with Disney, Amazon, and NBC. So that's where NBA is going to be hearing. You're going to be watching it, over the next 10 years. My God, $76 billion. And everybody's in camp now, all 32 teams, and every team's got a story. Joe Burrow yesterday showed up with some white hair. Yeah, he said he was bored, so he's bleached his hair. Aaron Rodgers got fined $50,000 by the Jets. He said it's all good, and the goal is still to end up in New Orleans because that's where the Super Bowl is. And that is your Greeks trifecta. Now over to Jimmy for This Day in History.
On this day in history.
Well, today's history lesson is only going to take us back to 1946. You might have heard of these two guys, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Well, they had their very first stage show on this day at the 500 Club in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Very cool.
72 years ago today, in 1952, Puerto Rico became a self-governing commonwealth of the United States. 58 years ago today, 1966, You Can't Hurry Love by the Supremes was released. One of the best movies of all time ever released. 1980, Caddyshack came out. It's, of course, and starring, I love how they say starring the incredible Bill Murray. I mean, that's a star-studded cast. I could list for the rest of this show who was in that flick. Oh, and don't forget the infamously unwrapped Baby Ruth. 44 years ago today, in 1980, AC/DC released their 7th album, Back in Black. Might have heard of that one. 34 years ago today, in 1990, Roseanne grabbed her hefty crotch while butchering the Star-Spangled Banner at the San Diego Padres game. She was booed. Thanks for putting that in there. 27 years ago today, 1997 was the year. Air Force One was released, starring Harrison Ford as the president. Good flick, except for that crash at the end. 16 years ago today, in 2008, Step Brothers was released, starring Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. And that's what happened on July 25th in our history.
Thank you, Jimmy. We do it every day to reflect on the day we are in.
So something that may be eventually this day in history, Jimmy will talk about years from now, is Billy Joel's final concert at MSG, which is happening this evening.
Wish I was there to see the 88 keys being hit.
Yep. So he is wrapping it up, Madison Square Garden. And he's been there for a long time, y'all. What, 10 years?
Yeah, and change.
Yeah, so they said if fans are looking for tickets, some are still available. I'm surprised. Secondary market, obviously, but they aren't cheap. They're not cheap, but they're not as much as I thought they would be. To be honest with you.
Well, it depends where the
They're
seats
at StubHub right now, starting at $450. So obviously starting is going to be your cheapest, right? The seats aren't going to be as good. And they said Ticketmaster still has verified resales starting at $650. So if you want, I mean, I don't know if you're going to be able to fly up there this last minute, especially with what's going on with the airports. But yeah, he is ending. It's an end of an era, his historic run at Madison Square Garden, and you can still buy tickets. I was very surprised.
Yeah, so am I. I wonder where those seats are, though. What level? That's the whole thing. Are they upper? Are they middle? Are they
But
floor?
that's starting at, so I'm sure they're all over the place.
Yeah, that's, again, he's done over 100 shows. They got a banner for him. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic show. It'll probably be emotional for him tonight. Last one, but will it be?
150th concert at MSG.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if that's it. Jimmy, think this is it? Or do you think a year from now he'll be like, let me dust it off? You think this is it?
Is he retiring after this, or
No.
is this just the last show at MSG?
Mm-hmm.
His residency, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he might come back. I don't know. Just a little bit of a feeling. You know,
Never know.
it's home.
Yeah.
I mean, at least to play a show, right?
Yeah,
A concert. But
at
yeah,
some
this is,
point.
and I think he's talked about that he will, but this is just ending a residency that he's had there for so long. So yes, there's still tickets available everywhere. As I mentioned, the 690, I'm looking, there's 361. Those are 400 level, like very, very, very high seats. But if you want to get up close and personal, you have tickets going for $4,000.
Ooh.
$3,000.
I'm sure.
Still available.
$1,200 still available.
That's
I'm on Vivid
interesting.
Seats, and almost every section has something available.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Well, they put them up there. If nobody bids on them, you know what? They're going to keep them. And then they'll lower them as the day goes on. Before, if the concert's like 8 o'clock and they're still there.
Because the unfortunate thing is that secondary markets like Vivid and stuff, they bought all those tickets.
Yes, that I
You
got.
just answered my next question. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I know
Which
guys.
they're trying to stop doing, right? Aren't they trying to prevent this from happening?
Yeah, but they've been saying that for years. They just can't.
It's tough.
Yeah, for whatever, how they say they've been trying. I don't know how come it takes them 15 decades to do this, but they can't catch them. They just can't.
Well, laws need to be changed, and there are different things. We've read a little bit about it. I mean, it's kind of funny. We talk about like the Taylor Swift tickets. Like that was a phenomenon throughout the United States from the past, and how they're, whatever, 2,000, 2,500, right? And that type of thing. But when you go overseas to Europe, they're nothing like that. They're only a couple $100, and that's why it ends up being where you're almost better off flying to London to see her over there and making but that's just because the laws are different in Europe, other countries, as far as reselling and secondhand market stuff. And I don't know what they are, so I'm not going to pretend to be a lawyer, but I just know that the laws are different, and that's what keeps it from getting jacked up with such a high price.
Yeah, and I think our thought process as Americans, we'll spend so much more money on stuff. And I just think she's going to be here October 19th. I don't go a day without somebody send me a text about it. And they're going for $3,000-$4,000, which is crazy.
I mean, it's insane. I know our sister station, Wild 95.5, they're doing this giveaway, and you should see how many people on Instagram are registering on there. Like, it's absolutely insane. I've never seen that. Their Instagram's so busy with comments. But a couple things here. 47142. Sure. Yeah, it's insane. 47142 started off with Real Radio. A couple things about the Olympics. Somebody asked, are they passing out to the athletes or just people in general? I believe the condoms are just for the athletes.
Yeah.
It's Olympic Village that they're doing this.
They're not doing it for the fans.
No. And then they said, I remember seeing a documentary where Lennox Lewis did a bunch of tests involving sex and sparring. Every time he had sex with his wife, his testosterone levels went up. Says, look it up, Franny. And then somebody says, Greek, the Olympics actually started last night when the U.S. soccer team lost to France 3-0. But Friday is considered the official opening. So,
they've had a couple play-in type tournament, that type of thing. Okay, interesting.
Yep.
Thank you for that. 877-927-6969. Would you go to the Olympics if you had the opportunity? Or you're like, you know what? Not really. I know a couple people who are going, very excited to get out there. One of my friends is going to see the men's basketball team, and he's so jacked up. It's like a Super Bowl for him. But if you guys had the opportunity to go, would you go in Paris and see it? I'm sure it's going to be a great event. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. 877-927-6969, or you can text us at Real Radio 47142.
We were talking just briefly there about Taylor Swift. Bad news for NFL fans. Taylor Swift is not going to be able to make every Kansas City Chiefs game this season.
Thank God. Thank God.
There's 5 that she won't be able to attend because of the Eras Tour, of course, the dates that conflict. But the good news about it, 2 of them are preseason games. So nobody's going to really care about that. She won't be able to make the August 10th game against Jacksonville, which is here in Florida. She's going to be performing in Vienna, Austria on that date. And then the following week at the 17th, Kansas, the Lions are traveling to Arrowhead, so that'll be a home game for them. She's also playing in London that day. So the games that'll matter, though, October 20th is the big one for the Chiefs, where they take on the 49ers in San Fran. The world will be watching, but Taylor won't. She'll be rocking in right here, Miami.
Oh, nice.
October 27th, the following week, the Chiefs head to Vegas to take on the Raiders, and Taylor will be in New Orleans. And then December 8th is the other game, the regular season that she won't be able to make. It's a Sunday night game, and the Chiefs play the visiting Los Angeles Chargers, so that'll be in Arrowhead. Taylor will be in Vancouver. So there's only 3 games that she won't be at, and I'm sure that they'll find a way to interject her concert with that, I would imagine. Right?
Yeah, of course.
If you're the network.
Yeah. There's so many 87s all over the place.
They'll still get shots of her. It'll just be at her concert.
Yeah, she'll announce
if they're allowed to.
Yeah, she'll announce the score of the October 20th concert.
Yeah.
My Chiefs are playing tonight against the Niners. It's probably going to be, that might even be the same time. Might be an 8 o'clock game Sunday night.
That was the 20th. That one was, that's in San Fran, right? That game?
Yeah.
According to this, that's in San Fran. Yeah, so she can give updates to it because. Well, wait, no, the game will be. She'll be on stage, and the game won't have started yet. I'm sure, since it's in San Fran.
It might be a 4 o'clock
game with the time zone difference.
I don't know. It might be a 4 o'clock game. Who knows? And start out there at 7. You know, who knows? I don't know. Or it might be the NBC. I'm sure it's probably going to be the NBC game that night. You know what I mean? At 8:30.
Well, you would think so, obviously. Yeah, rematch with them. That
you would think.
I wonder if that is prime time.
And she'll give updates every quarter. She'll be like, "Hey, in the first quarter, the Chiefs are winning, the Niners are winning." Yeah, they did talk about that the other day on a 4-letter network. Like, if you weren't tired of Taylor Swift enough, she's coming back. And a lot of people thought maybe they'd be broken up, but no. Everything looks like it's all together, and they are still going strong. So you're gonna have to deal with her another season in the NFL. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. So, Franny, you got an interesting story. It raised my eyebrows with a $1,000 hooker.
Of course, it raised your eyebrows. You're like, does it say hooker? Yeah. So this is one of those things, and we talk about it in my Florida stories that I've mentioned. It happens all around the world. And you got to be careful when you decide to hook up with somebody you don't know, even if you're paying them $1,000. And that's exactly what happened to this person. Is that $1,000?
No, that's fair.
So, yeah, Las Vegas hookup ended up costing a man way more than that $1,000 he paid.
Uh-oh.
Yep, an unidentified tourist. Always unidentified, right? Because you never want to put your name out there. Probably married. Just kidding. But it's also embarrassing.
Probably married.
Who seems to have been well off financially, hired the services of Maya Maliski.
Ooh.
Who is a $1,000 escort. So after a night of gambling at the Bellagio, he was like, you know what? I got some extra money. Let's do this thing. So after their evening, they said that, I love they call it monetarily inspired coital bliss. The man woke up.
It's a T-shirt.
Yep. The man woke up alone in bed and realized Maliski was gone. He paid for the night, along with his $85,000 Rolex, his $30K gold necklace, and $3,000 in cash. They said the victim contacted police, and security video showed her leaving the hotel wearing the large gold chain and watch. So she put it right on as she walked out.
It's a gift.
Uh-huh.
That's what she's going to say.
And
he gave it to me as a gift.
An arrest warrant was issued, and Maliski was eventually caught and charged with grand larceny, burglary, possession of stolen property. So she was caught right away.
Nice.
The items she allegedly stole were later found at a nearby pawn shop. So she was quick to it.
Awesome.
Or get this, right? $120,000 worth, but it was sold. All
40?
that stuff. How much?
40?
No, how much do you think? We're playing guessing game?
Let's say 70.
Nope. $11,600. $11,600.
Yeah, well, they know it's hot.
Damn.
Yep.
So they're like, I know it's stolen. You're coming in there.
They said the cash is still missing. Can't sell cash to a pawn shop. Authorities on the subject said the man fell victim what's known as a trick roll, where a sex worker steals, I didn't know that was a name, steals items of value or cash from a client. They call it a trick roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
He's lucky he got the stuff back.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very lucky. I mean, to do that. I mean, it's unbelievable that he got it back. And when you go to a lot of the casinos, there's like at the bars and places, they'll tell you like those girls to the left are 1,000, the girls to the right are 500, the girls in the back they're 2,000. So they give you a little bit of a background.
I just don't understand. And I know sometimes you pay for the night. Stay awake. Like, why are you going to fall asleep with a stranger you don't know, and you have all these kind of valuables in your hotel room? I mean, this is yes, you're paying for them, but you don't know that person. They're a complete stranger.
And again, they're figuring out, I have it for tonight. Maybe in the morning we'll do another round. We'll hang out. I mean,
Franny, they hit it off. They just, she fell in love with him.
Is that what happened?
I mean, it's just it's a miracle that this type of thing could happen.
Because he didn't get drugged like others do. Because we've heard a lot of times these
Right.
women will drug the guys. No, he just had sex and he fell asleep.
Well,
Woke up, his stuff's gone.
Just walk over to the safe, put your stuff in there.
Something, right?
Yeah, and that's it. And just lock it. Or tell him, my stuff's all not real. And then you see him walk away from you. My watch isn't real. And just walk away. Yeah, but that's simple. When you walk in, put your jewelry, whatever you have in the safe, hit the combination. They're not going to know. Take care of it, and then wake up in the morning. Say, what do you want to do? This guy's lucky because how many stories where they never find a girl? And the thing is, a lot of those girls will wear wigs. So they're not recognized because there's cameras all over the place. And I've always said that, like, especially at the casinos, like, they're going to catch you.
Oh, yeah. They say these trick rolls are frequently reported to the Las Vegas Police Department.
Of course.
Frequently.
Yeah.
They said just in September, one of the biggest ones is Caesar's Palace. Somebody woke up to find that 2 women stole his $120,000 in cash plus his Rolex watch. He said that he just won the jackpot at the casino. So they pay attention to that, too.
Oh, yeah. They got spotters all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that. Yeah, they'll tell you in 2 seconds.
And this is the thing he shouldn't have done. So he chose to collect the money in cash rather than taking a check because I guess you have the option there.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
you have the option every
Said he'd
casino.
been drinking heavily when he met the 2 women on the gaming floor. The 3 then went to his room for sexy time. And then, of course, he fell asleep, woke up, and had nothing left over.
Yeah, usually when you want cash, what you're doing is trying to hide it, obviously, but you're still going to have to pay taxes. But, man, that is bad that he got had for all that cash. Woo! And that's nothing on the casino. You walk in there, that's it. As soon as they hand it to you, you're on your own. See you later. Wow, $120,000. That ought to make him sick. 877-927-6969. You can't even get a hooker these days, Jimmy, without getting robbed.
I tell you what.
What is our society?
Trick rolled.
Trick roll.
Makes perfect sense.
It's not Rick rolled. We're getting trick rolled.
Doing a trick, and he got rolled.
And that's what you tell him when you meet him. Don't trick roll me. Don't taste me, babe. Don't trick roll me. I bet you would see so many girls, like, fade from you. Like, if you said that to them. Like, hey, don't think you're going to roll me. Don't trick roll me. My watch isn't real. And that'd be funny if they walked away and they're like, nah, we'll wait for somebody else. 877-927-6969.
Well, not if it's a big target, right?
Yeah.
If, as you say, the spotter, I guess that's a good person or a good name to call that person that keeps an eye on who wins.
Well, again, if in the movie Casino, they portrayed it where Sharon Stone had ins with everybody, and then she would duke them on the way out. She dukes the valet guy, the pit boss, because they know who's got the money, who won, and they all work together. It's one big scam, and everybody's happy because everybody's making money. 877-927-6969. If you had the choice between the Olympics or the Super Bowl or maybe an NBA Finals, what would it be? Or a soccer championship, what would it be? Would you go to the Super Bowl? Would you go to the soccer championship? Or would you go to the Olympics in Paris this year?
Can I get trick rolled instead?
You don't want to get trick rolled. You don't want to get trick rolled. You definitely don't want to get trick rolled. Yeah, that's going to be a terrible feeling waking up in the morning and be like, oh, my God, I just got robbed. And again, like you said, Francis, if you're drugged, that's one thing. But if you're not, what are you doing? And it's got to run through your mind because it's so publicized everywhere. Even down to Hard Rock, everywhere you go, they talk about it. So, guys, come on, pay attention. Let's do the right thing. And girls, come on.
I'm surprised that there's that many people that report it because that's usually a pretty embarrassing thing.
Yeah, but you can, like this, unidentified. We don't know who it is.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, you want to report the crime.
Right, fair enough.
You want to report the crime.
Yeah, I mean,
fair enough. Yep.
There's definitely situations where guys they've talked about it, where detectives have said there's so many guys who don't report it because they are embarrassed. But again, Francis makes a good point. You don't know the person. Yeah, a couple of drinks, different that, you feel a little relaxed. And like Jimmy said, you just hit it off. I mean, you feel that Cupid arrow, and you're like, woo, this is
It was
great.
different.
And remember, you're paying them. That's why they're there. They're not staying there because they like you. 877-927-6969. George Clooney has made so much money, and he's done well with his acting career and the tequila, and he gets a lot of endorsements overseas. And his wealth has really blossomed, they said, over the last couple of years in the millions, where he is just in a great position. He is also talking about possibly down the road getting into politics. He does back the Democrats and always has a lot of fundraisers for them. Just had one with Joe Biden a couple of weeks ago, and they raised a ton of money. But his wealth is unbelievable. He had, I think they said he made $50 million on the Ocean's 11 series. Which I believe was 3 movies that he did with Brad Pitt and all the other guys, but $50 million just on that. And he is that one story he had years ago when he, for years, had no money. And when he hit it really, really big, there was like 11 friends he gave $1 million to because he felt that's what he owed all of them over the years for them putting him up and giving him money and paying a lot of things for him. And supposedly he had an event at his house and everybody got a briefcase with $1 million and it, all his friends, which is great. I mean, that's just unbelievable that he got that. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Thursday, getting ready for the weekend and the Olympics. And don't forget, you got a chance to win $1,000 13 times. Tomorrow's the last day, so you got today and tomorrow. Let's make it happen. Franny, we have some Florida stories. Anything about people getting rolled?
No, well, not like this, not like the stories we were talking about. We do have a Florida man who was very upset with his former boss. I'll let you know what he did. It was quite drastic. And then we have a situation. A bomb squad blows up a mystery package on the beach. What was a mystery package? And then more cocaine in our waters here in Florida.
Oh,
yep, but we did get 3 arrested. Damn. We did get 3 arrested this time. Yes, we did. And getting lucky. Do people in the villages really put loofahs on their cars and golf carts? We're gonna dig deep into this because we've heard the rumors.
Yeah.
I'll let you know these details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
No one gives a big warm hug like us when you need it. Come on, get in here. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. What?
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Hey, good morning. Got some road work here on 95. That's going to be northbound on the ramp to Glade Road. Looks like that off-ramp center lane is blocked. We're also looking at construction Lakeview Avenue westbound after Flagler Drive, blocking the left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's, home of the $5 Biggie Bag. The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them: a junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Narosa Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Narosa Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
You're not going to want to miss this. Diamonds Direct summer sale starts this weekend. For 3 days only, this Friday through Sunday. Get 20% off rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, and more. Plus, book an appointment and get an additional $100 off. And designers are flying in from New York and LA to showcase their latest trends. That's 20% off, plus $100 off with an appointment and designer trunk shows. Tons of engagement rings on sale, too. 20% off starts Friday. Details at diamondsdirect.com. 3 days only and Sunday.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Granger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Ugh, kitchen ants, runaway roaches, a spider. A spider. A spider! Relax. Just use Zevo. Zevo bug sprays use essential oils to eliminate those pests and up to 20 household insects. Plus, Zevo is safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Just spritz the bugs and wipe them away. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Get into summer with iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial-free this weekend and every weekend. Open the app, search iHeart 80s, and start listening now. Free never sounded so good.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Mostly sunny, hot, and humid today with temperatures in the low 90s this afternoon, though feeling like the triple digits. Partly cloudy through the evening, warm and humid tonight with temperatures in the 70s by Friday morning. A shower and thunderstorm chance returns for the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit progressive.com. That's progressive.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword credit at realradio921.com. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Thanks for always tuning in to us. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget, you got a $1,000 chance. You got a chance 13 times a day to win $1,000. We want you to win. That's why we keep telling you. Because tomorrow, it's Fanud. It's finish. That's right. Tomorrow's your last day, so make it happen today, and you can spend it over the weekend.
Just one, right? That's it. We were asking for 4, but we'll take what we can get.
We'll take anything.
One winner.
We can still get 4, right?
I mean, it's a possibility. Absolutely, right? We have 13 chances a day.
Yep. We can get 3.
Yeah, we could get 13.
3 right here. Just come on, guys. Step up and try to win $1,000. I don't know anybody else I got to beg to take money. I wish some people in my life I could beg to take money. But you guys got an opportunity right now to win $1,000. Get that keyword. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning to Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And now we're going to get a spin of Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All righty. Well, let's start here with the detonation of something mysterious happened in Crescent Beach. St. Johns County Sheriff's was called to Crescent Beach yesterday There was a yellow balloon tied to a white styrofoam box. And a witness on vacation said that it looked like a weather balloon, right? Wasn't like a normal birthday balloon.
Oh, something
big, huge,
larger?
massive,
Okay,
large.
all right.
They said was first spotted over the ocean, far from the shoreline. And I see a picture of it. It looks like a weather balloon. It's big.
Yeah, it's coming from North Korea. It's got garbage in it.
Yeah. A witness said, so they were like, what is this? Said it didn't take long before it came to shore. It was attached to something that looked like a styrofoam cooler. But they were like, I don't know, because there's got to be something in it, right? For the cooler not to take off.
It's my Uber Eats delivery. He's bringing me beer.
Oh, nice. Can you imagine? That'd be really cool, right? Right to the beach. The witness said that the balloon, and its attachment caught the attention of a group of surfers who followed the balloon and the attachment down to a dune. The surfers were going to open it, but a man came running down the beach going, no, get away. Don't open it.
Jeez. What was that?
Yeah.
They said
the SGCO's explosive ordnance disposal team responded and detonated the package.
Boom.
They said we all needed to get 300 feet away from the bomb squad could blow it up. They said a lot of people were fearing for their safety. Witness said that he first thought the box was a transmitter attached to the weather balloon, but when he spoke with the deputy said he was told the box appeared to be something different. There were wires in it, but it wasn't transmitting anything. It had a yellow flag on it. There was a black strap around what looked like styrofoam cooler. Based on the picture of the box, it did not appear to have any label identifying it as a meteorology instrument or anything like that, which normally it would. The investigation into whether the balloon is a weather balloon, its origin, and its payload is still active. But the bomb squad eventually used explosive to destroy the suspicious box. Interesting. So we don't know what it is. What was it? They detonated it. They exploded the sucker.
Maybe dog food? Who knows?
Who knows? But
There's
very weird.
There's a line you can use, Greek. I'm going to detonate my package in your box.
Wow. Oh, Jimmy, I'm going to have to give you credit if I use it. 'Cause, I mean, that's pretty deep. I'm going to, wow. That might be a great line in New York Prime.
Let me know what he says.
I'll let you know what he says. I don't want that to go under the radar.
And then speaking of packages, the U.S. Coast Guard crews worked Tuesday to unload some $96 million worth of drugs at South Florida port. As a trio of suspected smugglers await trial in federal court, the crew of a 270-foot Coast Guard cutter forward offloaded more than 7,300 pounds of cocaine.
This is crazy.
At Port Everglades.
I mean, all the people who want to buy cocaine, what are they doing?
7,300 at Port Everglades in Hollywood. They showed pictures, videos of operation as bales and bales and bales of illegal narcotics were handed from one person to another. This was absolutely crazy. They said that they were caught in transit during 3 separate cases in the Caribbean Sea. They said this is another vital success for our combined drug interdiction efforts. Juan Ramirez, a Coast Guard District 7 staff attorney, said these drug offloads underscore our continued partnership with the U.S. Navy and the Royal Netherlands Navy in combating the flow of illicit narcotics. But yeah, they have 3 people who are now behind bars and waiting their day in court. But crazy amount of drugs. Yeah, we're watching. I'm curious because they don't show the packaging. So the ones that they intercepted and they got this is 7,300 pounds of cocaine. I'm curious if it's the same one that we've been seeing that have been floating on the shores with the bald eagle on the package.
Oh, that one too.
Yeah.
Or the other one like a stallion or a Mustang,
I don't know.
a horse of some sort.
I don't know.
The emblem that's on there. We've mentioned that in some of the other ones.
Maybe I don't recall. Then a Florida man was taken to jail after he pulled a gun on his former manager and threatened to kill everyone. His name is Tito Evan Lloyd, and he's been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Also felon carrying a concealed weapon and felon in possession of a firearm. They said that it was around 10:30 in the morning when deputies arrived. He confronted his manager because he was upset about his paycheck. Deputy says Evan Lloyd then brandished a concealed gun, made threats to kill everyone, and then he left the area. He was later found. They said it, and the reason why, they said it's shocking that someone would resort to such an extreme measure over $75. It was a $75 matter.
HR wasn't available.
I guess not. Yep. So I don't know. I guess he thought he was shorted $75 on his paycheck, and he decided it was a good idea to show up with a gun and threaten his boss and everybody else there.
Not good.
I have a feeling he probably was not going to have a job when he comes back.
Probably
so.
not.
No.
Demotion, week without pay, something?
No paycheck.
Maybe.
No paychecks after that.
Okay.
And then finally here,
Note to self.
the Villages. Talk about them all the time. One of our favorite 55 and older communities in
Yeah,
Florida.
they're getting randy.
Yeah, they are. But they say, and this is the thing. Is it real? Is it not? But they said it's a popular joke in Central Florida that some residents of the Villages have been seen with loofahs on their vehicles. But they're like, but how did this rumor come about, and why do they hang those loofahs out? They say rumor. People have theorized that the loofahs are used discreetly to signify a resident's sexual preference when it comes to swinging or all kinds of other things. That rumor gained traction in recent years thanks to an Orlando area drag queen. They said the performer, who goes by the handle Tora Hyman.
Tora Hyman? Tora Hyman.
He has Tora Hyman in his life.
Tora Hyman posted a video on TikTok in 2023 showing vehicles in the Villages with loofahs placed on top. In the video, a so-called loofah code diagram is presented. So this person created this diagram. It's Tora Hyman.
Well, you looked it up one time. We did a story about this a while ago,
but I
and
didn't
you
know
looked
it
it up online. There's actually
No, I know,
like
but I didn't know that there was this drag queen who started this.
Oh.
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
yeah,
I didn't know this Tora Hyman started this on TikTok. She's the one who created the diagram on what it means. White, novice beginners. Purple, voyeur, people who like to watch. Pink, soft swap, people who like to do it with others in the room. Blue, lowest level, full swap, those who can play well with others. Yellow, mid-level swap, for those who want to have fun but are still nervous. Black, full swap, those who say that, what the hell, let it all go down. And then teal, bisexual, for those who want to increase their dating chances. So this person is the one who created it.
Wow.
That's what they say. The rumor. In reality, News 6 reached out to Jerry and Linda of the Village's newcomers, and they said it's a community channel, which covers topics relevant to the retirement community.
Don't tell me they're going to deny
Say,
it.
we've lived here for 5 years, and we had not heard any of the rumors or negativity before we came. But since we have come to find that people have been hit with these rumors of STDs, loofahs, swingers, that kind of thing. They said the couple looked into the loofah rumor by driving around and checking out local cars. After scouting nearly 2,000 vehicles, they said no loofahs were found, according to the pair. Said that doesn't mean that the residents of the Villages don't put loofahs on their car. They also said a lot of them do to help them remember where they parked. Their mind's not as sharp as it once was. Might forget where you parked.
I'm sure
So they put a loofah on their antenna or on the hood of their car, and they're like, oh, there it is. There's my purple loofah.
That's a lot of colors to know what it is.
So that is their claim that we made up, that this person made up the whole thing, and we believed it. And they're like, that's not true. We're just trying to find our car. They said sometimes we use pool noodles when we're in crowded areas. When we're in crowded areas. Yes. So they're like, don't listen. We're not the STD capital of the world. It's all rumors. No swinging. I don't know. I still want to believe it. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. There it is. If you see a loofah, be careful.
A loofah?
Whatever. All right, so $10,000 if you invested in these companies 20 years ago. I saw this list. My God, if you invested in any of these companies, you would really be doing good. Starbucks 20 years ago, if you put $10,000 in, you would have $108,000. Nike, $118,000. Pretty unbelievable. Costco, $217,000. These are investing $10,000 in these companies 20 years ago. Domino's Pizza, $415,000. Amazon, $726,000. Here's the two big ones. Netflix, $1.2 million for $10,000. That's crazy. Oh my God. And Apple, $3.4 million. Wow. So 20 years ago, if you put $10,000 in any of those companies, you would really have cha-chinged it. But Apple and Netflix, that is amazing. 1.2, 3.4 million. That is tough. My God. That is so much money for $10,000. Again, obviously, you got to be an investor. You got to be in the stock market, and you got to play these. But, man, when you look at some of these numbers, especially Apple and Netflix, wow, $10,000 would have brought you back a windfall.
47142 started off with Real Radio, a little bit about prostitution and some about Olympics. They said in Thailand, the concierge or desk staff will call your room to make sure you're okay and that it's okay for the girl to leave. So they want to make sure everything's all good and on the up and up. They said one thing I learned from traveling all over the world is if you take care of key hotel staff, the bartender, concierge, maitre d', desk staff, they'll always have your back. I agree. Then we have here, which we did talk about yesterday, but thank you. If people did not know, it was announced last night. It was actually announced yesterday, or I believe the night before, that Coco Gauff, Delray Beach's very own, will carry the U.S. flag in the Olympics next to LeBron James. And then you were asking if people wanted to go to the Olympics. G-Man, they said about the Olympics, if I had a chance to go, I probably wouldn't due to the fact that there's a lot of rumors of high terrorist threats against the Olympics, not high security terrorist threats against the Olympics. That's why they wouldn't go. And then we have, hey, Franny, the Olympics started in my bedroom last night. I brought out the gold condom, and my side piece asked me to put on the silver and come in second for once. What?
Wow. How about that?
Interesting. So, yes, thank you for those text messages, 47142, I think. Start them off with Real Radio.
Nice job, everybody. Thank you. And again, Olympics started last night. Awesome. And also, mini lobster season started yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, I got buddies who are out there right now down in the Keys. I mean, it's anywhere. You can do them right off here at the coast to just go east to the water and try to go diving. But a lot of people, it's very popular to go down to the Florida Keys for mini lobster season.
Yeah, it's huge for a lot of people in Florida and people and even traveling down here to get involved.
Today's the last day, right? It was yesterday and today.
Yeah, I think 2 days. So mini lobster season is going on.
Is that the mini part of the mini lobster season? The amount of days that you can do it?
It really is.
Is it?
Yeah. That's what they call it mini because it's only the 2 days. But people, I mean,
go crazy.
It is. Just go crazy. But just the amount of these Florida spiny tails, and all I ask is, please, I just want one. I told my friends already, I was just like, you just got to bring us home something. But yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, so it's something I know a lot of people look forward to, and that's today. It was yesterday and today, and that'll be it. Jimmy, I know you had a lottery story.
This one is quite strange, right? And not usually what we when we do lottery stories here, we often it's somebody that's down on their luck, they end up winning. Well, here's one. It's kind of different. We found a criminal on this one. A customer bought two $20 scratch-off lottery tickets at a convenience store type setting. And what he did is, and many of you might even do it out there, is with the scratch-off, you can just scratch off the barcode on the bottom. And that's all you need to do to reveal whether it's a winner or not, right? So they can hold it up to a scanner and see if it's a winner. A lot of people do it. It's quick. It's convenient. They're not really worried about trying to match numbers and junk like that, right? So that's what this guy did. He bought the two scratchers. They were $20 ones, like I said, and he just handed them back to the clerk and said, hey, can you check these for me? He did. One of them was a $40 winner. He paid him out, and he said the other one was a loser, and he threw it into the garbage. The clerk did. So the clerk threw it in the top of the garbage. The guy took his $40, left. Nothing, didn't think anything of it, right? So immediately the clerk took the garbage, went out to the dumpster to throw it away, and he pocketed the other lottery ticket. Why? Because it was a winner for $1 million. Wow. He saw it obviously on the machine. The guy did not see it because he was just checking it.
Wow.
And he tried to keep the $1 million scratch-off lottery winner for himself.
What a jerk face.
So, unbeknownst to him, he took it up he tried to cash it in himself, right? And when he did that, well, there's, red flags came up, but apparently there are some checks and balances. And one of those checks and balances is any big winner, they'll ask for the surveillance video of this store that it was sold at to verify the winner of the scratch-off. And it's a step. It's part of what they do, right? So they checked it. Come to find out, they saw exactly what happened, and he wasn't the clerk who was trying to claim the ticket, trying to claim that prize, was not the one that did it. His name was Meet Patel. M-E-E-T was his first name. Really kind of strange anyway. So they ended up seeing that he did that, and he got busted. They called the police, and he's now sitting in jail. Wow. Rutherford County Jail, to be precise. As for the winning ticket, the customer who bought it has been found and they got it to him. So he's going to be able to get his claim his jackpot, which is great, right?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
He did ask to remain anonymous, so that's why his name wasn't brought up in the article. But pretty strange, huh? I mean, you just can't get away with this stuff. And again, cameras are everywhere, and I didn't realize that they went back. Like this article didn't say how much you have to win in order for them to take the step to go look at surveillance and other things like that. But it just said a significant amount. So
maybe 250.
Obviously, $1 million is significant. But even if it's 10,000 or whatnot, that type of thing, I guess they go back and they verify that through whatever means possible. And one of them is security surveillance. So. It's good to see, right? I mean, good to see in a case like this, right? That
Would
dude
you never have known.
And that dude didn't know. He had no clue. He thought he won $40. He probably went home and he's skipping all the way home, going, "Yeah, I won $40, and I at least got my money back, right?"
But when you get your lottery tickets all the time, if you ask them, you should always say to them, "I do anyway. I want it back." But a lot of people do what that guy did.
Oh, the ticket. Oh, right.
I've seen a lot of people just go, throw it out. Take it back.
Right.
And that's one of those reasons that, and I sometimes get lazy like that too, where but I'll scan it myself because we are very fortunate to have the Florida Lottery app where you can do so. But if I do, that was what's so silly about me. It doesn't make any sense. If I do it that way and it says I'm a loser, I still want to double check. So then I'll start going through all the work and scratching. Like, are you sure I'm a loser? Like, yep, still a loser.
When we had that thing we were in with a bunch of guys with the $50 tickets, there was a couple tickets that they checked that said they were not winners, and they were winners. And they went on to Florida. I mean, it wasn't big money. It was a couple $100, but, they thought it was just get rid of it. So, yeah, the thing is, too, when you give it, like, there could be certain gas stations, you give them the lottery ticket, I know I do, and you can't really see. All you could hear is the bell, because if you hear the bell, then that's a winner.
Dun.
Yeah.
That's all I ever hear.
Yeah, so there's a couple that I go to, and then they're in the corner, scan it, and they just say to you, not a winner. Right. But I always say, can I have my ticket back, please? And they do look at me sometimes, but I take it back because I want to see. You know what I mean? If it is or it isn't, whatever, I want it back because, like you said, you could just do that. And especially this guy, like you said, he probably won $40. I would be like, yeah, I won $40. What was the other one? I'll lose it.
And they were $20 tickets, so he actually broke even. But the idea is, he kind of can. That was probably a win to him, right?
Of course.
And the simple fact that maybe the timing of it too had to be kind of strange because, like you said, usually you'll hear that dun, 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 or something like that, right? Says that it's a winner, so. It should have done that for both tickets, when he was there. But, it just, I don't know. In the end, it worked out. So that's
great.
kind of like, a good, happy ending there for the dude.
And I'm sure they're going to check on this guy because I bet you this isn't the first time he did it. You know what I mean? You never know with somebody's history. Usually people who do stuff like this.
Yeah, you wonder. You wonder. I don't know how far back they can go. I don't know what the dollar amounts are. I mean, I don't know how far the history would go with it. But I'm sure they're investigating any angle that they can with them.
When you do pick six and everything like that, if you give it to them, it says it on there, not a winner on the ticket, real bold, when you get it back. But, yeah, I would definitely check them all the time. You never know. There could be times where, like you said, this guy, he's lucky. Imagine a phone call. When he got that phone call, that guy, he was probably like, what? I won $1 million? Wow.
Oh, the guy when he found out.
Oh, yeah. You got to be like, in a million years, you never think that. And, man, you won $1 million and the guy was scamming you? Yeah. That guy's going to be doing some time.
He's probably going to lose a ton of business, too. Nobody's going to want to go to that guy.
No. He's
yep, that $1 million, it's a Class A felony, so whatever that ends up being, doesn't say as far as, what kind of jail sentence he's looking at, but that's how it was written in the article.
Crazy stories with lottery and even casinos. Last night I was having dinner with one of my buddies. He could not believe the story, but I told him we were talking about with that girl and that guy where she pulled a lever. Remember years ago we talked that at Seminole? And he was arguing with me. I'm like, no, if somebody pulls the lever, they get the money. They get half. And it's just crazy, that situation. I said, I learned from that. Never let anybody, not that I'm a slots player, but you never know when you're doing something like, hey, you know what? Wish you luck. And you pull a lever and all of a sudden you got to give that person half. Crazy story.
That one is kind of very strange.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it just
doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It does not.
And what surprised me in that story is that went to court.
That's the only way.
No,
right?
I know, but
That's how we know about it. Yeah.
I just was like, wow. I went through court and they ruled against him. Like, I mean, like that's somebody like the old thing, blowing the dice. You know what I mean? You're throwing a dice. Does that mean you got to give somebody money? Like, what the hell? It's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
It truly is, yeah.
And the girl ended up winning, which really was brutal. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We're going to tell you a couple more times. Your chance to win $1,000 is coming at you right now. So don't forget, you get a keyword this hour. It's today and tomorrow. We need one person. Come on. We know we got a lot of listeners out there. Get the keyword, make it happen, and win some cash. It is Francis. It is the Greek. It is Jimmy. It is the Penthouse today. Don't forget, giveaway is $12.45. If you're a Panther fan, you will be jacked up. Shots scored for you. So much more coming back to you in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
He said, I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday. He drinks Diet Mountain Dew as an adult, and I'm so sorry. Some of you are sipping on it right now, and you're going to be so pissed at me, but that's loser-aid, man. You got to grow up.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Hey, good morning. Got some road work here on 95. That's going to be northbound on the ramp to Glade Road. Looks like that off-ramp center lane is blocked. We're also looking at construction Lakeview Avenue westbound after Flagler Drive blocking the left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Why sit at a dealership waiting for an oil change? At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we make it easy to drive in, stay in your car, relax, and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Always quick. Never rushed. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
From hurricanes to heat waves, Florida homeowners have seen it all. That's why they trust StormSmart. StormCatcher screens, shutters, and impact windows provide year-round protection because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty. That the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Hey, it's Franny. Want the most money for your used car? GiveMeTheVin.com will beat CarMax, your dealer, even your brother's best friend, Joey. Don't believe me? Check their thousands of reviews online, and they are 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. From $2,000 to $200,000, they give you top dollar, quick transactions, and free pickup. Now is the time to sell your car, truck, or exotic today at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Here's a surprising fact. More than half of men over 40 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction. Yes, it's more common than you may think. ED can be a sign of a more serious health condition, such as diabetes or heart disease. So if your partner is distant or having trouble in the bedroom, encourage him to speak to his doctor about it. Understand it's not your fault. Learn more about ED, its causes and treatment options by visiting edcure.org or call 561-944-8977. There, you can find a board-certified urologist in West Palm who specializes in treating erectile dysfunction beyond medication and access an ED assessment. If your partner has tried pills or injections and hasn't gotten results, it's time to learn about a permanent solution that's proven to be safe, reliable, effective, and satisfying. Visit edcure.org. That's edcure.org or call 561-944-8977. Sponsored by Boston Scientific.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain with iHeart Women's Sports, presented by Capital One. The U.S. women's national soccer team opens up their Olympic tournament today at 3 p.m. Eastern against Zambia. This will be the team's first major international tournament with Emma Hayes at the helm as head coach. The U.S. hasn't won Olympic gold since the 2012 London Games, and they're coming off their worst finish in World Cup history last year when they lost in the round of 16. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way mo better. MoBetterGarage.com.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Welcome back to the Penthouse. It's always a pleasure to have you here. It is a Thursday, and you are with us. Love it. so much. Thank you so much. We've been telling you, you have 13 chances a day to win $1,000 of cash. Go to realradio921.com, enter the keyword credit, and you'll be in the running for this hour's $1,000. I'm Jimmy. Good to be here with you. And we got Greek with us.
Good morning, Jimmy. Thank you.
What's happening in Greek? And Francis is also here.
Hello, hello. Happy Little Friday.
And it's that time of the day where we get a Greek's trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, last night, the Marlins won again over the Orioles. Can they sweep the first-place Orioles? We'll see today as they're going for 3 in a row. 2 or 3 they took from the Mets. Speaking of the Mets, man, they are owning New York right now because they beat the Yanks again and spanked them 12-3. Yankees are in disarray, many problems, but they're only a game out. That's a good thing. But the Mets beat the Yanks, and they swept the season series. Joe Burrow showed up for camp yesterday, and guess what? His hair was white. He bleached it. He said he was bored. He goes, I was bored. He said there's a couple other guys on the Bengals who might do it too because they lost a bet. Aaron Rodgers got fined by the Jets $50,000. He said no big deal. All is good. And also, he said, again, the goal is New Orleans, and that's where the Super Bowl is, in case you forgot. And the NBA, signed their new deal with Disney, Amazon, and NBC, $76 billion.
That's all?
That's it. 11 years. And I hope there's enough money for everybody to go around. $76 billion. Imagine that check. I'll put it in Friday. I got to pay FP&L. Unbelievable. TNT is out. And Charles Barkley and them only have one more season. And Barkley said he's going to retire. So that's not great news for if you're a big Charles Barkley fan. But again, Rodgers fined $50,000. He said, no worries. It's all good. And that is your Greek's trifecta. Peace.
Well, here's a question for you. 47142 is our text line. Start off that text with Real Radio. A poll was put out asking, would you quit your job to be a social media influencer? It's the big thing. All the kids are doing it these days. And I think one of the most surprising things about this is that not only did a lot of people say that, yes, they would, that included boomers, older generation as well. Results from the study based on the response from a small pool. It's only 1,200 U.S. social media users over the age of 18, but like I said, up to 60 years old. And according to that, 54% of people would quit their current job to become a full-time influencer. And we're not talking about kids. We're talking that work in retail. Like I said, a wide range of people of ages. Over 44% of those who consider themselves influencers have more than 10,000 followers. I don't see how you can't be an influencer without having at least, like 5 to 10, if not more. I mean, obviously, usually the big ones we see, they have, millions of followers. 59% of influencers surveyed work full-time jobs currently. So guess what they're not doing during their day? Working. 26% of social media users ages 18 to 29 consider themselves social media influencers. 53% of influencers have been paid by or received products from brands to make posts on social media. Well, that's the whole purpose of it, I thought.
Yep.
64% of here's the one that gets me. 64% of respondents say they would accept money, or products from brands to post on social media. Shouldn't that be 100%?
I would think.
I mean, if you're doing it for, monetary reasons, I mean, I would think that would be 100%. So does that mean 36% of respondents would not accept payment in order to be an influencer and post their brands on social media?
I'm not a sellout.
Seems weird. 41% of social media users know someone who makes money as a social media influencer. So that begs the question, would you quit your full-time job to be a social media influencer? Greek?
I don't see why you wouldn't. I mean, because you don't have to go to work anymore. You're sitting on your ass, and I'm surprised the number was 54% only. I think I would have thought the number would be like 80, 90%.
Really? See, not me. Not everybody's crazy about social media.
Yeah, but you're not doing anything. You're just sitting home.
You say that you're not, but you got to put in the work in order to make money like they do. You do. I mean, it's with editing and taking photos. And yes, some are easier than others, but I think you think it's a lot easier than what it is.
You pay somebody to do it.
All right.
Exactly.
And then go get another job.
Anybody?
And then go get another job.
I'm not saying it's rocket science. Don't get me wrong, but you got to put in the time and effort. You're not just sitting on your ass.
No.
Yeah. Because if that was the case, all of us would be social media influencers. We all try to. But when I watch these videos, and not just people, dog videos and stuff like that, and you see the work and the editing that's done into it, and these are people who have millions upon millions of followers and are actually making money and have sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's tough.
But yes, if the question is, if I could put the time and actually be good at it and make money off of it, I would quit my full-time job.
And we could almost say that technically that's what they like to call us around here. So they like to, well, not me, but you two. Like to be considered influencers, right? That's a fancy way of calling it.
Yep.
What we do, because when you're an endorser, right? That's really more the word. You're endorsing a particular product. That is a form of influence, and that's what we do here on the radio. And we've been doing it for some time. But and the
Would
fact
you,
that
Jimmy?
it's
because you're very good at posting videos and creating stuff. I mean, you are. If you could make money off of it, where you make more than you are now, and you're comfortable and financially, would you do it?
No, probably not.
No,
because it's not I don't know. There's just something about it that I don't feel I don't have the confidence to do it full time, to have the wherewithal to do it. You touched a little bit on it there, where the fact that it requires a lot of knowledge into video editing and things like that. I have the ability to do it to a certain extent, but the creativity that's required to do it is, to me, it's a lot more than, people think. You're right. A lot of people just think, oh, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Well,
and
there's a lot more to it than you think.
Some can. Some can just be hot and take pictures of themselves. Not necessarily have to post videos. That's all they have to do.
People,
and that's enough. But if you don't have that, or maybe you do, but you want to create more content, it does require a bit more effort.
There isn't anything easy if you're going to make big money and do it and be successful. Obviously, it's not a walk in the park. But I thought the number would be higher. But, like you said, it could be people look at it and say, you know what am I going to do all day? I got to do this. But you're not around people. A lot of times you're by yourself. And a lot of people love to be around people and, work with people. But let us know. Jimmy put it out there. Would you quit your job if you can make the same or more and be an influencer and put up videos all day of products and different things? And the other thing that, like you said, you were surprised about was the number. I think 100% would say they want pay or a product. But, yeah, everybody's different. And, again, it depends on what product it is. If you don't use it, obviously you don't want it. But it's a way that people are making money today that 10 years ago they really didn't.
I think it was just a way that they worded it is probably why that number came back at 64%. But, I mean, I guess – that's what most people do it for, right? Is some sort of payment or for the product. But
you would think, right?
Yeah.
Yep. 47142 started off with Real Radio, from lottery to mini season. We have the open mini season, so divers can get them before the commercial guys can put their traps out on regular season. So that's what it's for. And I'm very jealous. Jimmy shared an email with me, and those are a lot of bugs. You got a lot of bugs there. And then you guys did mention this with that lottery story, how the clerk or the store owner told the guy he didn't win or whatever it was 40, and it was $1 million on a scratcher. And it says, I thought the lottery machine makes winning noises. Typically they do, right?
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what Jimmy said.
We mentioned it.
Yeah.
Greek mentioned it. I mentioned it.
Yep.
Yeah, you said, why didn't you hear it the second time?
Real Radio. They said the guy won, so you're missing that $20 was $1,020,000. So that's what they put on there. Said if this clerk was shady enough to steal a winning scratch off, he probably figured out how to muffle the speaker on lottery machines so nobody could hear if they won. That machine plays trumpets, even if it's just a free ticket.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. So maybe you're right. We were in Vegas years ago. I hit 5K. On the slots, but I didn't have my ID for payout, and they would let my wife at the time cash it out. I want to say maybe it says wouldn't. It says would. I had to run up to my room and get my ID. That was at MGM. So they wouldn't even let his wife do it, even though, how did they necessarily know? Maybe because he's the one who presented it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
I guess
I won, and they were like, oh, and then, I don't know.
It's weird because the casinos now, I've had tickets, and they don't ask me anything.
Yeah. Oh, no, my buddy gave me some chips that he won, and I went and cashed them in, and they were like, where'd you get these from? I'm like,
I mean, yeah.
My friend. We also have here, I wonder what the percentage of people that are not influenced by social influencers. I think pretty high. I bet you it's pretty higher than you think.
That are not?
Not influenced by social influencers.
Yeah, I would say a good 65 maybe.
Yep. And it says Jimmy's kind of an influencer. I tried to run full commando like he does, but I kept sitting on my boys and they're sticking to my leg.
That could be a problem.
Yeah.
Send video.
Somebody says, I'm going to disagree with Jimmy. I could see him doing TikTok dances with JoJo Siwa and Patrick Mahomes' brother, and that's from Anthony. And then we have Greek thinks influencers don't work. They have to take hundreds and hundreds of pictures of themselves every day. I mean, Jimmy has to do hundreds and hundreds of takes for Xfinity commercials. And it says Greek. So that was a long time ago. He's not doing Xfinity commercials anymore, helping out.
No, Xfinity's great. I did it for 20 years.
Yes.
I really appreciate everything they did. And yes, what do you want me to tell you? It didn't work out. 20-year run is a good run. After 20 years, I'm stopping. And then I go, that's my rule. Then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Yeah, they do work. I didn't say they didn't work. I just said you're home and you don't have to commute. And there are some good things. But it is hard work. Nobody's giving you free money today. I don't care what you're doing. Even if you are a hooker, you're working. So, I mean, no matter what you're doing, you got to put effort into it and a lot of time. And a lot of times, if you're not familiar with it, the question was, would you quit your job to become an influencer? And I think a lot of people would say, yes, it's pretty cool. But again, you can look glamorous, and then when you do it, you're like, this sort of sucks. Because you're probably not around people. Or, like I said, you could hire somebody to do it, pay them, and you go out and do something else. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. Those are the questions on the table. You could always ask us any questions you want. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
Well, one thing you need in order to be an influencer is social media. That's really where it started, at least as far as being a social media influencer. And imagine life without social media. Think of all the time you'd get back in your day and how much less you would compare your life to others.
A lot of time.
Besides losing touch with your great Aunt Bessie, it's hard to come up with too many negative outcomes. And apparently that was something that they asked Jason Aldean, who was recently interviewed by Evan Paul. And he was asked if he could undo a trend or technology in the industry, what would it be? And without even skipping a beat, he said social media. Across the board, get rid of it. That's going to be a very unpopular answer amongst a lot of people. But he backed it up by saying the few people use it right. And too many people use it, quote, not how it was intended. I'm very interested in knowing what he meant by that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what his take is. You know, when you say that people don't use social media, quote unquote, right.
Well, maybe he means the trolling and the hate and all that stuff.
How it was intended, right? And I would agree. Like, that would be my thought, right? I mean, if you want to say that there's something that's really bad about social media, it certainly is that. So I'm kind of curious what he meant by it. Unfortunately, I guess he didn't elaborate on that one. Some people in the comments are pointing out the hypocrisy, considering his wife, Brittany, in particular, lives on social media and uses it to promote her brand. And then again, does he comment about his wife's online behavior? That's a catch-22. I think it's here. She's using it. Yeah. I don't think he's objecting to her using it, but if he had his way, he'd like to go back to where we didn't have social media, or it's only used in the way it was intended, staying in touch with people. You know what I mean? I think Facebook was one of the first ones that we could kind of say really, really took it over the top. Was MySpace first?
Yes.
It was, but that was just sharing photos?
No, that was when Instagram came out. That was like, ooh, yay, only photos. MySpace was very similar to Facebook, chatting.
It was.
Yes, music, also photos too. You could upload, but yeah, it was the not so great version. But at the time, it was like, wow, MySpace of a Facebook.
All right. Well, I thought of it and I wanted to give it credit because I wasn't sure who came first. And obviously, I just wanted to make sure to say it properly. But Facebook was the first one that I sort of really interacted with. And the only thing that I really use it for now is it is a means to stay in touch with people. And I do like it for that aspect. Outside of that, I've just fallen into the typical rabbit hole on Reels or TikToks where I just watch videos and stuff like that to occupy some time from here or there. And then, of course, we use it for what we need to with our jobs here. So I've gotten a little bit better with it that way. But if it went away, I don't know if it would bother me. Would it bother either of you? Social media went away?
I wouldn't say it would bother me. No. It might be a relief.
I think that what he's talking about, too, he might be, like we said, the negativity. I think it really causes a lot of damage for people that you hear about being depressed, looking at other people, what they have, getting beat up on comments or things they do. Even when people put simple posts, there's a lot of people I've talked to over the last couple of years said that they're not posting anymore because no matter what they put up, somebody comes in and, crams them on it, and it bothers them and hurts them. And that's not a good thing. I don't think anybody thought about that when obviously it was all being started. Like, hey, this can be a real negative thing. All the problems we see with politics, how people fight back and forth. So those could be a lot of the negative things that maybe he's talking about. As far as his wife, he can't be accountable for his wife. His wife is doing it. She's doing it. I mean, that's what she does. But if you guys have an opinion, call us, text us, or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Would it bother you if social media went away? I know it's sports gambling. It's definitely helped them tremendously in so many aspects.
I mean, it's helped a lot of things. It's helped musicians.
Yeah.
It's helped movie trailers. It's helped all the things.
Yeah.
I mean, you can promote so many, or
Sure.
should I say movies, not movie trailers.
Chefs, anybody.
Yeah, it's really, really helped a lot of people.
Yeah, it definitely has. But I think
Even nonprofits. I mean, do you know how many people do good stuff? Especially like I follow this guy who does stuff with the Humane Society, and once a week he takes the dog out for him and he showcases them. That dog gets adopted like right away after doing stuff like that. So there is a lot of positivity that comes from it. But of course, with every good, there's bad.
Is that Teddy's owner?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Because, I mean, he does a lot of the goofy, fun ones
does.
as well. And then every now and then I'll see one where he tries to get a dog adopted. I didn't know he was doing that weekly, though.
I think he does it once a week, I do believe.
Well, very good.
Isn't that terrible? We don't know his name, but we know his dog's name. Well, the account is a guy in a golden. His dog Teddy is very, very famous. But yeah.
Well, Teddy never says his name.
No,
he only
right.
says Teddy's name. So
you're right, and Teddy's the one who does all the work.
Yeah,
so.
really.
It's like that other guy, the pizza guy. I always forget his name, but I know his dog's name is Peaches. That's it.
His name's Dave.
Dave, that's right. His first name's Dave. But yeah, it's like I said, there's good and bad in everything. I think more positive than negative. And if you could stay off where it's, people are cracking you and doing things, that's a good thing. Just because you shouldn't feel bad about things you do. And if you're posting it. And also, you got to realize when you're posting anything, you're putting yourself out there. You're going to get good and bad. I think for the most part, when people say, put stuff up there, you think it's going to be all positive. And sometimes it's not. Or people look at things differently than you do or for how you put it up. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. If you guys want to get involved and call us about social media, your thoughts and what you think, positive or negative. Also, you could text us at Real Radio 47142. And you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Olympics starting tomorrow, opening ceremonies, and we hope that we do very well. We definitely are the odds-on favorite to get the most medals, like we have been in the last couple of years. I still can't believe Michael Phelps has 23 gold medals. I knew he had a lot, but when you mentioned that the other day, I was like, wow, 23, man.
Pretty insane, huh?
Oh, really, when you think about it, 23. He's got to have the most ever, I would think. Gold medals.
He probably does. I don't know. We could look that up. But again, he's also in a sport where there's so many different categories, different styles of swimming, different lengths, in the matches and everything. And not every sport has that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, basketball's basketball. It's one thing, right?
Yeah.
You can, one gold is all you can do, right?
Yeah. And he's also, I think he was in, 3 Olympics, maybe 4. That's another thing. Some of these athletes that are in 3 or 4, that's amazing.
Sure.
They're in that great shape for 12 years, 8 years. It's just unbelievable. But when you said the other day, I was like, wow, 23. And he's got a couple silvers, too.
Yeah, because, he would get done with one Olympics and he'd have like 8 medals.
Around his neck.
He'd get it for, backstroke, breaststroke, all these different styles and everything. And, like figure skating is another one, couples, singles, dance. There are different ones that go with it. So, you'll get some of those categories where you can get multiple medals.
When you think back at a famous Olympics, like who's got, names that you just see, Bruce Jenner was always out there. Mark Spitz, another guy who had a lot of them, a swimmer.
Phelps would be the
No, I knew
immediately the one to come to mind. Outside of that,
outside of Phelps. Who would you really think? Like, you think of like last
Nadia Comaneci.
Yeah.
For some, I guess growing up in the 80s, that's why, like, I immediately go to, or like you said, Bruce Jenner, another one. Just a high profile on the cover of Wheaties, was a big thing. And I think of the basketball team and what they've done, and of course the hockey team when they beat the Soviets in 84. It was 84, I think, right?
I mean, even think about Serena Williams. She's got 4 gold medals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Usain Bolt is a huge name, right? Track and field.
Yeah. There's not a lot of household. Carl Lewis.
I think Venus even won a few.
I'm not sure.
I think she did too.
Not
I
sure.
think she won a few golds.
But there's not a lot that pop in your head. You know what I'm saying? When you think like that. Like Phelps, like you said, unbelievable what he achieved. And the fame he had, everything like that.
Sure.
Just 23.
Yeah,
I was still shocked.
Simone Biles.
Oh,
in this one too.
That's right. How could I not think of that name?
Yep.
Jeez, she is incredible.
Yep.
She's and breaking all kinds of records too right now. Not only with medals, but the ability of what she's coming up and doing. It's she is so fun
She's
to
going to
watch.
be exciting to watch. Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
yeah. The Olympics are here, and you'll be bombarded with all the news and information and what happens with our team. Hopefully, they go out there and have a great Olympic game and win a lot of gold medals. And for the men's basketball team, the pressure is on them. We're going to see how they play. Jimmy, you said Sunday, right? 11:45 or 11:15?
that was according to the Hard Rock app, the only place you should be making wagers in Florida. Yes, it was 11:15 a.m. And they what did I say that they take on?
Sudan? Could be wrong.
It's Sudan, but it's not them. It was Serbia. They take on Serbia. They are 12.5-point favorites. If you laid at 12.5, you got to lay $1.20.
I think they're going to win big Sunday because I think that they've been getting a lot of heat this week. They really have the team.
Money line is minus 1,400.
I'm not going to do the money line. Money line's a little bit too high for me. The money line's a little high.
Puerto Rico takes on South Sudan. Canada takes on Greece, the motherland. Brazil and France take on each other on Saturday, and Japan and Germany also a Saturday game. Spain and Australia. Those are your first set of games for basketball for the Olympics. If you're interested,
yeah, we got to check on the odds.
At least what Hard Rock has.
877-927-6969. Do we have time for a call?
No, we're right up against the break.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes with some fun facts and a couple calls. Peace.
Introducing the latest way to hear the greatest station in the world. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Construction work in Boca Raton. Watch out for delays on 95. This is north at Glades Road. Turnpike looks good. Our drive times are up to speed. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your commute. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Monroe's of Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. When the going gets tough, the tough gets StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty. Because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s but feeling like the triple digits. Mostly sunny too with an inland shower chance. Then tonight, partly cloudy, warm and humid with temperatures returning to the upper 70s and low 80s by Friday morning.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2024.
Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Income may be subject to state, local, or federal alternative minimum tax.
The stock market
Inflation continues to be a
raised
challenge
interest
for
rates.
retail.
Let's face it, investing can feel pretty scary and overwhelming these days, especially if you're retired or close to retirement, which is why you should consider investing in municipal bonds from Hennian & Walsh. Municipal bonds can provide a source of federally tax-free retirement income, plus an investment in municipal bonds is an investment in America. Municipal bonds help finance major civil projects across the country, like the Golden Gate Bridge and Hoover Dam, as well as local roads, bridges, and schools. Call 1-800-761-9761 right now for our informative free bond guide and learn how you can earn tax-free retirement income while investing in America's future. Just dial 1-800-761-9761 for the free Hennian & Walsh bond guide. There's no cost and no obligation. 1-800-761-9761.
Hennian & Walsh Inc., member of FINRA and SIPC.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword money at realradio921.com. That's money. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Thanks for always tuning in to R&R. We do appreciate you guys every single day. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, hey.
And now it's time for some fun facts.
It's Freddy's Fun Facts. All righty. Well, I like to let you know the holiday, even though my fun facts are not based on the holiday. They're, in fact, about the Olympics. Kicks off. Well, I know that some games have started already, but officially kicks off tomorrow. But if you love a chili dog, enjoy yourself today and take down some dogs because it's National Chili Dog Day. G-Man, right up your alley. National Hot Fudge Sunday Day.
Haven't had one in a while.
Day. Yeah. Well, maybe you should get one today. Culinarians Day, Carousel Day. Let's see. I think there was a couple interesting ones today. International Red Shoe Day. If you're wearing red shoes, then you are definitely celebrating. And it is National Wine and Cheese Day. If you like yourself a nice charcuterie board like I do. But we are going to talk about the Olympics. According to Reader's Digest, these are 13 fun facts about the Olympics to know ahead of the games.
All right,
All
cool.
right. All right, let's get these pop-ups out of the way. Okay. We are going to start with this fun fact. The 2024 Summer Olympics marks the third time that Paris has hosted the event. The second ever modern Olympics were held here, 1900, and then Paris hosted them again in 1924. They said Paris and London are now tied for hosting the most Olympics. At the next Summer Games in 2028, Los Angeles will host its third, making it a three-way tie. Before the games begin, we know about this, but this is months long of that torch relay. As always, the relay begins in, do you know, G-Man?
Do you not know? Germany?
No.
Greece?
Thank you. I figured you would have known. Being Greek. I thought you
Thank
would've
you,
done.
Greek. I know you let me have that.
I didn't let you have it. I didn't know. I thought
yeah.
the Olympics started in Germany for some reason.
No, Greece, yeah.
Well, I guess they started in Greece.
Where maybe the Olympics started?
Yeah. Yes, it is because that is where the ancient Olympics were. Greece also has
Another thing we did.
There you go. Has the honor of entering first during the Parade of Nations, while the host nation enters last. In 2004, when Athens hosted, the Greek flag bearer entered first, while the rest of the Greek delegation entered last. So it started and ended.
Well,
the torch was...
You just mentioned there that they enter last.
Yes.
The host nation. So
yes.
That'll tell you who's going to, or it gives you an idea
It's
why
gonna be
there's somebody from that
French.
country. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The torch was lit in April, reached France in May, and continues to tour the country and its territories overseas. Along the way, about 10,000 torchbearers will carry it through more than 400 towns. I even saw that Hottie Patati, Salma Hayek, got to be one of the...
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No kidding.
I follow her on her IG. If you don't, why not? During the 2024 opening ceremony, athletes won't parade through a stadium. Instead, they're expected to float on boats down the river towards the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They said for the
No
first
kidding.
time ever, free access will be offered via invitation. Of course, some shelled out serious cash for the best seats and views. The last unsold ticket, they said, were just shy of $3,000 a piece. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, going down on a boat.
Float on, yeah, a little
Different.
Yep. We have Airbnb and VRBO. Prices in Paris have more than doubled. Not surprised.
Not shocked.
According to Business Insider, prices have jumped from an average of $435 per night to $932 during the Olympics.
That's a lot.
Yep, and they say the cost of ride on the Paris Metro will almost double during the games. The New York Times reported that a basic room at an Ibis hotel that normally costs $97 to $215 is now going $431 to $755.
Not surprised.
Tickets to Olympics aren't that cheaper. They say the lowest price as of January for the men's 10-meter platform diving event were about $950.
Jeez.
Yep.
Wow. It's a lot.
of course, we know this. Most of the estimated billions of spectators will watch on TV. NBC has the U.S. broadcasting rights, having paid $7.75 billion to air the games from 2021 to 2032 on its network and, of course, the Peacock app. They say the flagship network is planning at least 9 hours of live coverage daily, plus a primetime show packaging highlights. They said you could also tune into Telemundo for Spanish language coverage. Telemundo. The Olympics feature fewer events than they used to. Tokyo in 2020 had a whopping 339 events. The count for Paris 2024 is still high, but it's at 329. So 10. I think we mentioned this not that long ago. But take note of this fact about the Olympics. Gonar karate. They said not entertaining enough, according to Reuters.
Wow.
I know. Baseball. The conflict with MLB, right? But there's also one entirely new sport this summer, which I can't wait for, is breaking. Or as it's known, breakdancing.
That's right, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is surfing this year, too? That's not new?
Surfing, they did last year, too, didn't they?
Last time?
I think so.
I thought they did, yeah.
Okay, 4 years ago? I'm not sure.
Let's see. Unusual sports were once part of the games. Solo synchronized swimming. What?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, and he goes, yeah, solo synchronized swimming. Figure that one out.
That's an oxymoron.
Figure that one out. Yep. And I love how it goes, yeah. And so I'm thinking the same thing. Tandem bicycle, tug of war.
Oh, the tug of war. Yeah.
Hot air ballooning.
We should bring that back, tug of war.
And swimming obstacle races. They said, and from 1912 to 1948, the Olympics also included artistic competitions. Painters, sculptors, architects, writers, and musicians all vied for medals in their field.
Well, that's wild.
That is.
Really? Yeah, I never knew that. Huh. I'm even shocking myself with these facts. We have here, I just got a few more, and then we will end it. It's just very interesting stuff. 6 athletes have medaled at both the summer and winter.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And one is from Miami. The most recent was Miami native Eduardo, called Eddie. They call him Eddie Alvarez. He won a silver medal in speed skating relay 2014 and in baseball in 2021.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, that's neat, huh?
Right?
That's amazing.
It's my dad's name, Eduardo. Germany's Christa Luding-Rothenberger is the only athlete to medal across both seasons in the same year after winning medals in speed skating and sprint cycling 1988. They said that will be matched as long as the summer and winter games remain staggered as they have been since 1994. So I didn't know at one point they had them around the same time. I had no idea.
They were same year.
Yeah.
They didn't split that up till 94, huh?
It says that they started staggering them.
No
yeah,
kidding.
Right?
Okay.
Uh-huh. Strange Olympic mascots. I remember the one from the Atlanta Olympics. That guy was weird.
What was it?
What was his name? He was blue. Jimmy, G-Mine, thank you. He was like Iggy or I don't know. He was a weird looking Olympic mascot, but they're all weird looking if you go back to him. What was his name?
Izzy was the official
All right,
mascot of the Atlanta 1996 Summer Olympics and was initially named What Is It?
Yeah.
As its introduction at the closing ceremonies of the 92 Summer Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's like a blue body with big sneakers and big giant eyes.
Uh-huh. Yep. They said Paris shines as a city of love during the Olympics. 4-time Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte estimated in 2012. We talked about this. 70 to 75% of Olympic athletes are having sex. Organizers of 2016 distributed so many condoms that average 42 per athlete.
Wow. How long are they there? 3 weeks? Or a lifetime? 42.
And this is something else we talked about. Many Olympians pay their bills through unrelated day jobs. Said Jared Ward, who is a U.S. marathon runner, 2016. They said is a professor at Brigham Young University.
That's
3-time Olympic trampoline gymnast Ana Renta is of Portugal balanced those dreams with being a doctor.
Wow.
And badminton player Scott Evans of Ireland also co-owner of Hushberg, a women's clothing company. So all these have legitimate facts. And then finally here, the Summer 2024 Games has a track standout repping Team USA, along with the household names such as swimmer Katie Ledecky, gymnast and female trailblazer Simone Biles, basketball player LeBron James. This is a name we may all know soon. They say track standouts. Sydney McLaughlin-Levron, I think I'm saying that right, excuse me, the 24-year-old from New Brunswick, New Jersey, keeps breaking and re-breaking her own record in the 400-meter hurdles and should be favored in a variety of events in Paris. So they say keep your eyes on her.
And that other girl, I forget her name now. They've been talking a lot about her. She's in track and field. She went to Harvard, and a couple other school. She's got a bunch of degrees. They're expecting her to be tremendous, too, and get some gold medals. I do forget her name, though. They did a big story about her on ESPN, too. I know she went to Harvard and some other school, but they're expecting her to crush it. Is that it for...
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Francis. Fun facts about the Olympics.
You were mentioning about the repeat cities. This is the third time it's in Paris?
Yes,
Did you say?
according.
Salt Lake City got the 2034 Winter Olympics. That was just announced, yesterday or the day before or something like that. So now it looks like it'll be their second time there for the Winter Olympics. I know we had it there 2012, was it? 2002, believe it or not. It was that far back.
I actually, a few years ago when I was in Utah, we went to Olympic Park.
Oh, wow.
And that's where we did the bobsledding.
Oh,
and also
neat,
tubing.
neat,
it was very,
neat.
very cool. And it's the same bobsled
That's
track that
cool.
they went on. Yeah. It was.
Oh, that must have been really
It's
cool.
all still there. Yeah. It was very, very cool to do.
How was that bobsledding? Was it?
It's
Were
a
you
little jerky.
Were you scared? Or no?
Oh, no. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was very fun.
Did it feel like super fast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said you're like, oh, like you gotta have, you gotta be. I mean, you can't get whiplash on that thing
Really?
easy, but they instruct you before you go through and what to do and how to.
And you go alone? They don't.
No, we had.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, we had a driver.
Okay,
They
thank
don't
God.
trust Matt and I.
There you go.
Yeah,
Here are the
good
keys.
luck. Good luck. No,
Happy holidays.
you do have somebody.
You got a gold medal at the end.
They're in the back of you. Know?
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, because I was thinking that's got to be intimidating. Like, woo.
Yeah.
They give you gold medal. It's one of those gold coin things where it's
Yeah.
like a piece of chocolate, wrapped in a gold wrapper.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's your medal.
Friends was around for a long time. Reruns, you could see him. And obviously, this year was a bad year for Friends because Matthew Perry passed away. But a couple of the Friends stars really didn't like certain things. And more stuff is coming out about the show and different things like that. And Lisa Kudrow, who was on a podcast, she said she hated the live audience. It bothered her. They used to laugh too much, and it would mess her up. And she was just talking about the audience and how she really didn't like it, wasn't a fan of it from day one. And she said, we'll always give her a problem. And sometimes, it would just distract her from doing that. And she wished there wasn't a live audience. But that's something unusual because you would think that they, they all enjoyed it and had a good time. But Friends was filmed. You would always hear that, too, before they started. You don't hear that anymore, like when sitcoms and stuff like that being performed in in front of a live audience. I haven't heard that. I'm thinking of shows now. But are there any sitcoms on TV right now? I was thinking last night, like, are there any?
Of course.
Gotta be, right?
Of course there are.
Yeah, I couldn't think of any off the top of my head.
I don't watch any.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know. I couldn't think of any off the top of my head that were really like, that just comes to mind like they did. With,
I like Neighborhood. That one's good. That one has Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
That one's a good one. Let's see.
I watched a couple of episodes of Ghost or Ghosts.
Yes, I like that one too. That one's cute.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's a neat concept of different ghosts that haunt a mansion that some couple bought.
And it's a
they
comedy.
play antics on one another. So there's the comedy aspect of it.
I think The Connors is still on, isn't it?
Is it?
I believe. I mean, I haven't watched it, but I believe it's still on. But yeah, there's a lot that,
back
in the day,
yeah,
or
there
just
were so
like
many.
Friends, and even Modern Family, which was not that long ago.
Yeah.
That was a big one too. Of course, you had
King of
Seinfeld, King of Queens. Yeah, you're right. You can't. I think Young Sheldon is still a thing. Never watched it. Never got into it. But that was a spinoff of The Big Bang Theory.
Right.
It just seemed like there was more years ago. That's
I agree.
Yeah, so that was one thing that she
Abbott
said.
Elementary is a good one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That one's a good one too. If you have not seen that one.
Yeah, so she just said that's something that really bothered her over the years. And obviously the struggles Matthew Perry had and different things like that. But more and more stuff is coming out about Friends. But I was surprised about that. The cruise business is unbelievable this year. They're having one of their best years in years. And people just can't get enough. Carnival ordered 3 more huge boats. And we're talking millions of dollars. Not one they're going to have coming out, 3. And the average person goes on a cruise, and guess what? They go back again. They just seem to can't get enough. And there are people that go on 5, 6, 7, 10 cruises, and every year just love them. And both you guys have been on cruises. What do you think the biggest appeal is for people? That just to kick back and just to relax and being on the water, or maybe that everything's paid for, or
like
just
the all-inclusivity. I think that's a pretty big one because even if you don't go on a cruise, the all-inclusive type of vacation package, I think it's very, very popular. But I think that's what a lot of people like. And there's certain ships, like my wife if she compares the two that she's been on, she likes the first one a little bit better because I wasn't on it. No, just kidding. The first one, the first one was a smaller ship.
Okay, so
and
she liked it?
She preferred it because he didn't have as many people.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, to me, that seems kind of like, well, but if you've got more people, you have a bigger ship, so there's more space. So I don't know how that would correlate in my own personal opinion, but that's how it worked for her. But I don't know. I think the appeal of it for us was that. I mean, the fact that you have so many different dining options, and of course there's gambling for for places that don't normally have that. Right? You have a place you can finally gamble. So I would see those are a couple things that would appeal. I could see the appeal to. What do you think, Franny?
Yeah, I agree. The all-inclusive aspect of it, food and drinks, I think, is fantastic. You get to see certain parts that maybe you wouldn't decide to travel to on its own. The only thing that does suck is that you're in like a time constraint. You have to be back at a certain time, especially if you really love one of the places you're going to. You're like, darn it, I have to go back on the boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you hit it. The nail on the head. I think it really is the exclusive part of it is that it's all, and they just have so much for you to do. Entertainment, food. It's just a big party.
Yeah, and you don't have to leave.
Silly. I didn't even think of that aspect, and you just mentioned it was the fact that you get to see different places of the world. And I mean, granted, your time is limited, but you can go depending on how many days and ports you go to. But you can see a lot of the world on one if you go for one that has any length of time, and 2 weeks or so.
Opposite of your wife. I like the bigger boats rather than the smaller boats. The last one I did was a smaller boat, and it may have been the cruise line itself, but I had a good time because who I was with, but I wouldn't do it again.
No.
No.
Yeah, I think like you said, all the things above both you just mentioned, and obviously there's so much to do, and it's very convenient. I mean, you don't have to worry about it. When you go to other cities, a lot of times, obviously you got to get in a car, go someplace, and you're not done traveling. And I think also the thing with price, I think that's a good thing. They're
typically pretty affordable. I mean, these brand new ones, like these Royal Caribbeans, I want to go Icon of the Seas and stuff. They're pricey, but they're new boats.
Yeah.
So it's understandable, but give it some time.
Yeah, I also think just knowing, because you just feel when you're out traveling a lot of times, you never know the bottom line what it is. This is it. Soup to nuts. This is what it's going to cost you. And I think that's a good feeling.
And you don't really have to take any money out of your pocket. Yes, if you want to tip bartenders extra and stuff like that. But to actually purchase stuff. I mean, they do have stores and duty-free shops and stuff. But you definitely can budget that and not overspend as you probably would at other places.
Yeah, because I think other places, you never know what the hell you're going to get hit with. Lunch, dinner, and breakfast. At the end of the day, if you're away, that's going to cost you a lot of money.
A lot of these ships have a lot of free entertainment, such as shows, even classes. We took one of those. Oh boy, I'm brain farting here. What do you call it when somebody teaches you how to pour liquor and do different things?
Mixology classes.
Mixology class, yes. Because we did a mixology class, and it was very popular. Matter of fact, so popular they had to turn people away. Because it was something you made a reservation for, and people were walking up to it hoping to get in, and they couldn't. But they could probably do a few more of those if they wanted to. But again, it's all the different types of entertainment that they have, and it's all part of the cruise experience. Great.
We got a bunch of things on here, including a couple people saying, "Please, please, please, can I have the noon keyword again?" I wasn't able to hear it.
Sure, that's easy. It's money, MONEY. Go to realradio921.com. When that pop-up window is there for you, just enter money, and you'll be in the running for this hour's $1,000. Got a little over a half hour left to get that keyword in there and enter in to win.
Let's see. We got a bunch of stuff here. You guys influenced to fall in love with the dopest song ever made. With the dopest song ever made. Sorry, it's hard to read these texts. You guys influenced to fall in love with the dopest song ever made. And it's My Bush featuring Franny. We got that. And then we can save and play. I got a bunch of texts to get into. Most medals in Olympics for the most condoms used. Tora Hyman. Here we go. Famous Olympians. FloJo.
Yeah.
Carrie Strug. I just saw a reel yesterday with Olga Korbut. She was amazing. We have Mark Spitz. Nobody mentioned Mark Spitz.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, somebody did. Sorry. Let's see. Talking about social media. It should be regulated and censored and have an age limit of 18 and up. I know that they're trying to do something here in Florida. Same thing. They're trying to pass a bill with the 16.
I thought they did.
I don't think it is completely passed
Not
yet.
yet.
It hasn't gone through yet?
But they're
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
I know they've been trying.
Then I think they should have a combination of MySpace and Facebook so that people could get on my face.
Here we go.
By the way, that was Tony and Vero, that feature for that loves the My Bush song. Then we have
Tony, want to give you your props.
Surprise. Somebody says, I love trampolining. I was in Charles de Gaulle, if I'm saying that right, airport in Paris 15 years ago. I watched some blow up an unattended bag that used a device that shredded the bag. Do not leave your baggage unattended or for even a minute. I guess they blow it up. I don't know. Yes. And then somebody said with reality TV, there are too many reality shows taking the sitcom slots. True. There are a lot. Somebody said, do not cruise on any ship called the Poseidon. Okay.
Well, why not?
And then they said, no, that's the same. All right. And then
Next year, we're going on Titanic 2.
They do have that. Are they right? They're building that out.
Is it?
That's been something in the works for a while.
Yeah.
It has. And then besides the the push in my bush, we have a misspeak request.
Okay.
It says, can you play misspeak number 44?
Woo! 44, that's me. Get some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts.
Was that the number? Is it 44?
Was it 44? I
don't
thought
know.
so.
I can't remember.
All right, here you go.
This is your Greek misspeak.
By the way, a new one tomorrow.
People are sneaking over the border every day. You can get out of your marriage. I mean, Kanzi Khan, you know what I mean, buddy?
Yeah, Kanzi corn.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What's up, mother shuckers?
I cannot believe this. I'm eating my crow and my yarn on this one.
Man, my wife won't let me eat any of that stuff.
You need to go on these excursions. Wait, what?
Speaking of cruises.
Give me some pineapple, freshly squeeze it. Of course I would help the pig out. I would have Porky. What's going on? You look like you're all jacked up, buddy.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
Most people are still in their car every day. Or they're going someplace.
Where the hell are you going?
No, Rupp Raisin.
My favorite.
What the hell are you talking about?
I must have took it out of my pants 365 times by the next day. I kept looking at it.
It was very impressive.
Oh, I wish I had that back. Wish I had that back. Rump Raisin does exist. I mean, I don't know what's going on, you people. It's out there. You got to find it, though. You walk into a bagel store and say, give me the Rump Raisin. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good day. And always listening to Rover in the morning to get you started.
Yes.
Yes, it is the Penthouse. We'll be back with some Rump Raisin and more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
He said, I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday. He drinks Diet Mountain Dew as an adult, and I'm so sorry. Some of you are sipping on it right now, and you're going to be so pissed at me, but that's loser-aid, man. You got to grow up.
The news junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside, only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Boca Raton, it's a road work slowing us down 95 north on the ramp to Glades Road. Center lanes of that off-ramp are blocked. Turnpike looking good, drive times up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at Macy'sBackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty. Because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anna Jar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. You're not going to want to miss this. Diamonds Direct summer sale starts this weekend. For 3 days only, this Friday through Sunday. Get 20% off rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, and more. Plus, book an appointment and get an additional $100 off. And designers are flying in from New York and LA to showcase their latest trends. That's 20% off, plus $100 off with an appointment and designer trunk shows. Tons of engagement rings on sale, too. 20% off starts Friday. Details at diamondsdirect.com. 3 days only and Sunday.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time's running out. Please text the two letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Car accident? Call Smith Ball Bias and Prather at 500-HELP. Help is just a local phone call away.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s but feeling like the triple digits. Mostly sunny too with an inland shower chance. Then tonight partly cloudy, warm and humid with temperatures returning to the upper 70s and low 80s by Friday morning.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
The final countdown begins. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Hey, this is Granny. Greg, I want to thank you for that extra $50 you left on a dresser the other night. Now, just for you, I'm going to take that bonus to Home Depot and get a case of WD-40 just for my strap-on. Honey? Bird!
It's Freddy's Fun Fact. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Home Depot will never be the same for me. I gotta be honest with you. Never be the same.
I'm just trying to picture the strap on that needs some WD-40.
Yeah.
Sounds
Wow.
intense, right?
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Send video, Granny. It is the Penthouse. Thursday afternoon. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey.
And it's time for Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, Marlins are playing right now. So far, they're losing 2-0 in the top of the second, but they beat the Orioles twice in a row and took 2 of the 3 to the Mets. So the Marlins are playing great ball coming out of the All-Star gate, doing a great job. And the Mets spanked the Yankees last night, 12-3. My God, the Mets had the Yanks number this year, no doubt about it. Cole pitched last night. At one point, it was pretty funny. He threw his glove up in the air. He let up a home run. He just was like, whatever. I'm only getting paid $30 million. What do you expect? But the Mets did beat the Yankees. We'll see what happens to the Yankees this weekend. Not playing good the last 3 weeks at all. Way under 500. But they're only a game out of first place, which is the good thing. This weekend, the Yankees got the Red Sox. And in the NFL, everybody's in camp now. That's it. And I do remember it starting a little later. But, man, last week of July, it's going on. The Hall of Fame game is next Thursday night, I believe. Joe Burrow showed up for camp yesterday, and he bleached his hair. He said, I was just bored. Aaron Rodgers showed up for camp and said, hey, no big deal about me missing mini camps. He got fined $50,000. He said, that's not a problem. The goal is to be in New Orleans. And if you haven't known, that's where the Super Bowl is this year, in New Orleans. One of the cities that has the most times hosting a Super Bowl. I know Miami's up there. I think Los Angeles and New Orleans. I have around 11. But yeah, Roger said our goal is still there. And NBC signed their deal, $76 billion, unbelievable, with Disney, Amazon, and NBC. After next season, that kicks in. TNT is gone. So is the show with Barkley and Shaq and Kenny Smith. So we'll see what happens with that show if it gets picked up by one of the other networks. And Barkley is supposedly retiring and is going to be done. And that is your lunchtime trifecta. Jimmy, do we have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Manny on the line. Hey, Manny, what's going on, bud?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Manny.
Or afternoon.
Just wake up?
Hi. Real quick, the other day, our call got dropped and we were talking about my erection.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to pick up on that.
That was a to be continued conversation.
Can
All
I
right.
pick that up for you, Manny?
I left you guys hanging.
We didn't mind.
Ba-doom-tsh.
Oh, Lord. Hey, how about your boy Judge striking out with 2 men on last night in the ninth inning?
Oh, what a tease!
Look.
Franny wanted to see about
I
your.
thought we had that to be continued.
Yeah, she was wondering where it was.
What about the penis?
What about it?
What about the what? Good Lord.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Let's go back to the Yanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, Judge
Hey,
bet.
get it, Jimmy? The Yanks?
Wow.
Yes.
What are you eating for lunch today?
What are you,
Are
sniffing
you
NyQuil?
drinking? Are you drinking lunch? What's going on?
They're smoking it.
Yeah, he's probably smoking NyQuil.
My peach was fermented.
Your brain's fermented.
It's this heat, Greek. It's not my fault. I'm sorry, Greek. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No, I'm used to it.
Oh, you get disappointed. Hey, it's better than you disappointed everybody else. Believe me.
That's true, bro. You know what? If you set the bar low, you're not going to get disappointed in life. Remember that.
My mom taught me that.
Oh, that's good. Your mom sounds like a smart lady.
Yes, she was. She married my dad. She wasn't too. No, I'm saying dad. He's probably listening. Because my dad, I have the radio on, always playing in his patio.
Okay.
Like I go out there and do my little yoga and stretching exercises and stuff out there.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I want to see that.
Nah, I'm just smoking weed. And
Yeah, I didn't believe you're out there stretching on the porch.
Doing yoga.
Yeah. It's like a 2.5 Men episode. Charlie Sheen says he's going for a run, and he goes into his garage, and he smokes a cigar and drinks a beer.
Beer run.
there you go. But yeah, I always have the radio on, so sometimes my dad will be like, "Did you call the radio station?" I mean, you got to know my voice by now.
Yeah.
I used to call the love doctors all the time, and I would mess with Glenn. And my dad was out there in the patio grilling, and I was inside the house, and my buddy was over, and he was in the patio with him, and my buddy goes, "Hey, Manny, you hear your son on the radio?" And he goes, "Yep, that's my son being gay on the radio." Because I would just call and mess with Dr. Glenn like gay jokes.
A lot of people did. Dr. Glenn was a good man.
Still is.
Took it like a-
Act like he's dead. He still
Yeah.
is.
Still with us, right?
He's still with us.
I didn't mean it that way. I said he was
Sounded
a
like
good man.
it. Don't scare people.
I said he's a good man. I didn't mean
So was one.
Well, he was when he was on the radio.
Got
I'm
it.
sure he's a great man now.
Yes. Continues on.
Go ahead, Manny. You got the floor, believe it or not.
Well, I just called to say hi. You know, I was having my peach and apple
All right.
today, and you know, I figured you missed my voice, Greek.
I do. I mean, if I don't hear you on the radio, sometimes I'll see you at Dick's. But besides that, we don't bump into each other.
What?
What?
What are you bumping?
You pretending, Manny.
What you bumping into?
What are you bumping?
Manny, you're 1 in a million. Thank God.
Oh, good. We're talking about the store, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I get my soccer cleats.
Yeah. A lot of people shop there.
Yeah, so that was it, guys. You know, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.
Okay, buddy.
Hydrated. Put your seatbelt on, and if you're driving, don't text, and if you're texting, don't drive.
Oh, that's a good line. That's cool. That should be a billboard. I can see you with the governor of our state saying that on a commercial.
Just with my thumbs up. Oh, no. Sucking on his pudding fingers.
Oh, okay. Whatever you're into. We're not going to say anything here.
At Dick.
Okay. Manny, always appreciate the call.
Thanks for the call, buddy.
Sort of went a little awry.
A little.
I just want to tell Greek, I love you.
I love you too, Manny. That means a lot. I don't hear that.
Now, what's this? This is titled Manny Underwear.
Manny, you're the best. I'm sure you got some crazy first date story.
I want to talk about your underwear instead.
That wasn't creepy.
I just want to tell Greek, I love you.
Thank God somebody loves me. Thank God. Did we lose him?
No, he's been off. He's just been playing some of his drops.
Oh, wow. He sounds so good. Sounded awesome. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call.
By the way, earlier, was that a request? Well, I guess we're going to get it anyway.
Yep, push in my bush. Push in my bush. Push in my bush. Catchy. Push in my bush.
You know I want to get
in my
down.
bush. Push in my bush. Push in my bush. Oh goodness. Push in my bush.
It's awesome. Great job there, Jim. Great job. Great job. Pretty soon it'll be football season. We'll be playing if Alabama loses. Another big hit that we had.
Another classic.
Another classic. If Alabama loses, that'll be there. Without saving this year. They're done. Without saving this year. Wow. Two big surprises this year. The guys that were on the sidelines for years, Belichick and Saban.
And obviously the coincidence with it being those two that are very much alike, and they did that. I keep forgetting the name of that show that they were on, Netflix. But the two of them both gone, not on the sidelines. That's going to be quite a difference.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be unusual to turn either one of those teams on and not see those two walking up and down the sidelines. It'll be crazy.
But still in, or at least with Saban right now. What's Belichick doing?
Belichick's with ESPN.
Okay, so he does have a gig.
Yeah, he's going to be with the Mannings on Monday night, and he's also going to be with Inside the NFL on a regular basis. So, you'll see Belichick around, I'm sure. And obviously, Saban's going to be on ESPN doing the games and talking before the games and the SEC Network.
30 more days until college football.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, I can't wait. UNLV. That's the first game. That's the first pick of the year for you guys. UNLV getting a couple points. I think that's August 24th. So very excited about that. That'll be here before
you got Florida State and Georgia Tech
What
playing in Ireland the 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be playing in Dublin.
That's going to be a good game. Very cool. Again, it'll be here before you know it, thank God, because we do everybody. That's all I hear from everybody. Oh, my God, I can't wait till football. I can't wait till football. Don't forget, we are at the home of the Gators, and that's going to be a good season for the Gators. They got a very tough schedule. They will open up the 31st against the Canes. And you could hear that game on Real Radio.
Just like you heard the Florida Panthers on Real Radio. Speaking of which, you want a Florida Panthers, an officially licensed Florida Panthers fathead? Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969, 877-927-6969. These things are really cool. This is one of those prizes we've been able to see how they are right here in the office, because Jason has one up on his wall now, an officially licensed Florida Panthers fathead. You want to win one? We're going to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To. Franny's going to read a scenario. The three of us are going to vote amongst ourselves who's most likely to fit that scenario, and you have to guess who we voted for. And if you guess correctly, we're going to set you up with one of those fatheads that we have here in the office. You will have to come by to pick this prize up. This isn't one that we can mail out to you or email to you, unfortunately. Oftentimes we do it that way, but you will have to swing by the office just to keep in mind. So I see the phone lines are blowing up. I'll get some people lined up, and we'll get going in a minute.
Perfect.
You're a Panther fan. This is your chance. You're getting a fat head of a Panther player, and man, who is not jacked up about the Panthers after they won their first Stanley Cup in 30 years. And it was on Real Radio. So make sure you guys right now pick up the phone at 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you want to get this big prize for your fan. Maybe you're a fan, or maybe your son or daughter loves them, but this is a great thing to have in your house. On any wall it could work in. Maybe an office, maybe a man cave. If you're a Panther fan, you definitely want this. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. Before you know, it will be football season, and Greek's Gridiron is back for its probably 21st or 22nd year. We'll give you more information about that. And the grand prize we're still working on, seeing what we're going to do with that. But it's going to be another great year on location for Francis and I as we do the Penthouse Live every week on location, and we'll give you all the details and, of course, the grand prize. And if you beat me on a weekly basis, you'll get a big gift card, $150 gift card to New York Prime, my favorite restaurant, bar none. Steak so good, the cows want to get in there. It's a great place with a great atmosphere, and you'll have a great time with anybody in your circle. New York Prime, always a great time. Jimmy, are we ready?
Yep, we are. We're going to start today's contest with Gary. Gary, welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing today, buddy?
Doing great, guys. Appreciate it.
Are you a Panther fan?
Oh, of course. Always.
All right, cool.
Yeah, these are very cool. Our boss actually has one up in his office, and these are awesome.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
decals, yeah.
Yeah, the thing that I love about it is the fact that if you want to go to a different room or something like that, you can just take them down and they put them up in a different room if you'd like to.
Oh, that's cool.
Another great thing about those fat heads. All right, Gary, let's see if we can get you set up with one. It is, we are ready. We're going to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To. Franny's going to read a scenario. We're going to vote amongst ourselves who's most likely to fit that scenario. So just hold off a second before you give an answer, and then you have to guess who we voted for. So kind of get in the mind of the Penthouse who you think we would answer for it, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, here we go. Get a little music going.
Just trying to find some different ones. Hopefully it's not too difficult. But out of Jimmy, Greek, or myself, Franny, and remember, give us some time to place our votes. Who is most likely to join a secret society?
All right, we have our answer. Gary, out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to join a secret society?
I don't know. This one's hard. I'm going to go with Jimmy.
Dang it.
Dang it. You know, I even kind of voted for myself in the beginning on that, but we voted for Greek.
We did, with a
Yep.
majority, yep.
All right. Well, sorry about that, Gary. Next up in line for a Florida Panthers fathead is John. John, welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing today, buddy?
Hey.
Hey. How you been, buddy? Huh?
You're
Hanging
awake,
in?
John. You're awake. Are you a Panther fan?
Doing great. Yep. Doing great.
Excellent, excellent. Did you have a good time watching them win the cup this year, huh?
Sure did.
Here's a way to top it off. We'll get you set up here with a Florida Panthers fathead. If you can guess who's most likely to after we vote, just hang on for us to vote first. All right, bud?
Okay.
All right.
All
Here we go.
righty. I know these are getting kind of difficult, but hopefully you'll get this right. Out of Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to join a cult?
All right, we have our answer, John. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to join a cult?
Franny.
Nice job.
There you go.
You're
Nice.
Ponder on that one for a moment.
All right, great job, John. If you would, hang tight. I'm going to put you on hold. When we go to break, I'm going to get back on the line with you off air, and we'll get you set up with that. All right, bud?
You guys are the best.
Thank you. You too. Congratulations.
Enjoy your fathead.
Nice job.
I didn't know that you could take them down once they're up. That's pretty cool.
Yep. They're really, it's kind of strange because it's really sticky, but it's not a glue sticky that's on the back of them, but they all peel right off. They don't rip or tear or anything like that too much. You just have to be careful a little bit, but you can put them back up onto another wall, and they're really neat. And the other nice thing too about this is that it's not just a fathead of the player, but they'll have different things like the logo that's on there, the guy's name. There's a whole bunch of different decals that go along with it that's on the one sheet. So it's really, really cool. I've never seen a fathead in person until we got these to give away. So it's really kind of neat. I've seen them on advertised, but
Yeah, a lot of sports bars have them. Just cool ones. I mean, you could obviously whoever you want. If you want a dolphin, obviously chewing them. Tariq Hill, you can get all those. You got to go to their website. Yeah, but they're cool. They definitely are.
Yeah, so flatheads definitely are not 3D, but they look pretty damn cool. And they're, I mean, the size of them, you have, they're life size. They really are. But I mentioned this because we know about 3D and 4D cinemas, but have you heard of 5D cinemas?
Yeah, my
They're
ass.
saying it's a lot of D's. They're saying that it says that it might be the next big thing. So the world of entertainment is about to be rocked. They said as going to the movies with your friends might be more immersive than ever before. So China may have, of course, it's China, right? Pioneered in the first ever 5D theaters, adding 2 more dimensions to what looks like a measly and frankly, they said unpopular movie viewing experience in 3D. So this video of the experience was posted on Instagram where they said it's an unbelievable experience can be seen. And the audience is like, ooh, wow, ooh, ah, what they said. And ooh. So this shows a clip of fire being spread on the ceiling of a hall, and the flames look incredibly realistic. So apparently people in the theater were able to feel the heat from the fake fire raging in front of their very eyes.
Wow.
They can even smell the flames despite there being nothing there. They said a step above that 4D where your seat moves with motions, shown on screen. They have those.
That's okay. So that's the fourth. I was going to ask.
Yep.
So it's when your chair moves. Okay.
The 5D brings in other sensory effects that will change the way we view Hollywood's latest films. So they said that, well, how does it work? The ceiling in the theater hall has screens, so the flames are shown there when the fire expands, making experience more authentic.
Oh,
right?
no
So it goes up the ceiling. Artificial heat generated through temperature control in the room, while the smell of burning is also spread through the air. Those are the extra 2 dimensions that they have on show.
All right.
So there'll definitely be limitation on who's 100% fit enough to go through the experience. But movie lovers will surely be itching to try these 5D moving viewing. So I'm sure like rides, when you go to an amusement park, they say if you have this kind of condition.
Sure.
Don't ride the ride. They say it's very intriguing, but people were commenting on the Instagram that were there. They said some people actually felt like they were on fire because of the heat and stuff. I was like, I don't know if I like that. But it sounds really cool. I'd definitely be into trying something like that.
Oh, absolutely. 200%. I'd love that. Yeah.
So we may be seeing it soon.
Oh, people would love it. I mean, anything like that, they'll get jacked up for it to, witness it and experience it.
There's rides like that at Universal, aren't there? Trying to think of one that has that but usually, it's like they'll have fire
come out,
and it's enough. Obviously, it's not going to burn you, but enough that you can feel the heat from it. I'm trying to think which ride.
I think it was Jaws.
Well, Jaws and Twister. The old Twister used to have stuff like that, where you would sit in a room and you watch it, and you could kind of feel the rain and the wind and stuff.
Oh, you were like standing on a porch, if I remember right.
It's no longer there.
That's not there anymore.
I
That's
don't
right.
believe so. But I mean, I've seen the videos. It looks like the ceiling is on fire.
Yeah, Jaws had it.
And it's just screens. But people they were in the comments are like, can you imagine going to the bathroom and then coming back and thinking the ceiling's on fire?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it looks very realistic. It's pretty crazy.
And you're going to have the 3D effect too, obviously on the screen. So I'm assuming you're wearing glasses.
I'm not sure.
Right.
It doesn't really talk about that aspect of it. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah, that's so yesterday.
Right?
That's it. Yeah, come on, catch up. What are you doing? It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Don't forget, you got today and tomorrow to win $1,000, and we need you guys. I keep checking my emails to see if we have a winner. And you guys got to make it happen. You're going to get another keyword in a few minutes. Try to make it and try to make you guys a winner for $1,000. We want you guys to win $1,000. Last time we crushed it. This time, not so much. So we're hoping that you guys can do it. Marlins playing today. So far, not doing good. Trailing the Orioles 5-0, but it's only the bottom of third. But they have been playing great baseball since the All-Star break. Franny, we're going to come back with some Florida stories. What's in the hopper?
Yeah, a road rage incident where a guy cursed, "Damn you, Yankees." I'll let you know what happened in that guy's situation. We also have a dude who was upset over $75. I'll let you know what he did. And then we're going to get into a Florida story about a very odd sights floating in towards the beach. I will let you know what we're talking about when I come back on Real Radio 92.1.
We're everywhere you need to be. I've been everywhere, man. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Here's Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Boca Raton, it's a roadwork slowing us down 95 north on the ramp to Glades Road. Center lanes of that off-ramp are blocked. Turnpike looking good, drive times up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Narosa Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Narosa Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
When the going gets tough, the tough get StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home. Our Stormcatcher screens and shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, StormSmart ensures your experience from purchase through installation is seamless. We know what it takes to keep your home safe, livable, and beautiful. Because Smart is making it easy to protect your home. And Smart is simple. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Mr. and Mrs. Flavor, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here. I'm Barry. I'm the flavor of Barry.
I'm Janet. I'm bitter.
You wanted to talk about your son. He's the flavor menthol?
Yes, he's the menthol in a menthol cigarette.
He's such a disappointment. Out there getting people addicted. Being used by big tobacco to target black people. He could have been a lozenge.
Menthol cigarettes are just as addictive as regular cigarettes and harder to quit. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
Attention! If you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by sending out heart-stopping letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it seem impossible to ever get out of debt. Don't let the tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, the #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks that the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, they'll fight to get you the best deal possible. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s but feeling like the triple digits. Mostly sunny too with an inland shower chance. Then tonight, partly cloudy, warm and humid with temperatures returning to the upper 70s and low 80s by Friday morning.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2024.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword BANK at realradio921.com. That's BANK. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Welcome back to the Penthouse on a little Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, 92.1 and 101.7 or the absolutely free iHeartRadio app. And we're still doing it. Still giving away $1,000 you have today and tomorrow. And then we're done until we're back again. But we want you to win $1,000. Get that keyword. Enter at realradio921.com. This is Franny. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon. Happy Little Friday.
Happy Little Friday. Good afternoon to you out there. And, of course, good afternoon to Greek.
Good afternoon. Ooh, man. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, they're tough to make in like 7 minutes. I got to get better.
7 minutes? Really? It takes you that long for a PB&J, huh?
Well, it's long.
And you even have the squirt jelly, too.
Yeah, thank you for noticing.
I see you carrying around your bottle everywhere you go.
Well, I have to go to the refrigerator, and then I have to get that. Then I have to go up front.
Why do you have to go to your up front?
Well, that's where the bread is.
Why don't you just keep them all together in one place?
Because I don't like to.
Like the kitchen?
Yeah.
All right. You're just like, I want to make it as difficult as possible to make a PB&J.
And then I have 2 peanut butters.
Where's the peanut butter at? Is that in a different room?
The peanut butter's on the other side of the building.
Oh, wow.
So it's 3 different spots.
I don't know why.
Makes sense.
I don't know why I question.
Makes sense. I don't know.
I don't.
Want to do some Florida stories?
I would love to.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Florida. So, yeah, we have a guy, I guess, doesn't like people who come to our beautiful state of Florida, especially damn Yankees. And we're not talking about the baseball team.
Oh, we're not?
No.
I thought we were.
Prosecutors have decided, though, this was a road rage case that happened with James Martin Harris, 54 of Summerfield. And he actually even got refunded his bond, his $10,000 bond. And they said his 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon were dismissed following an announcement of no information this past month, Sumter County Court. I guess back May, he was driving his Ford pickup truck, and they said he was leaving a Wawa, attempting to merge into traffic. And that's when they say that he said a vehicle refused to allow him to merge and enter the roadway. He eventually entered, and he said that the other driver tried to cut him off. That's when Harris gave him the good old number 1, that middle finger. Yep. He then claimed
number 1.
He then claimed the other driver tried to run him off the road. So Harris said he got scared, reached for a shotgun. He said he never pointed the gun at the other motorist and his passenger, only raised it in the air. No pointing, just showing you I have it so they could see it. 2 men in the other car were able to provide specific details about the weapon that was displayed, which they also said included a pistol. Not even just that, just more. Yeah. During traffic stop, Circle K.
So scary.
Yep. They said that they did find a Ruger LCP 380, if I'm saying that right, in a holster. And they said it was found in the floorboard of his truck. They also found that shotgun and several shotgun shells in the vehicle. Well, that's all that happened on that incident. And as I mentioned before, they said because of an announcement of no information, whatever the hell that means, his case has been absolutely dropped. Oh, I forgot he cursed and said damn Yankees. But yeah, they said absolutely dropped.
That's crazy.
Yep. What does that mean? An announcement of no information. He got his $10,000 bond refunded to him too. And his assault and deadly with a deadly weapon dismissed. I've never heard of that before.
Maybe somebody didn't like the Yankees.
Following an announcement of no information. If anybody can let us know what that means, I'm very curious. I do not know of the law as well. And then we have a very mysterious weather balloon that was floating in, ended up making its way to the shore. People at Crescent Beach, St. John's were like, what the hell is it? And it is. It's a huge weather balloon, but it was tied to like looked like a styrofoam cooler. And then there's black tape that's taping the styrofoam cooler together. So people were kind of freaked out about it. Some surfers went to go see what it was and wanted to open it up when another witness ran over to them and was like, no, get away.
Oh, my God.
So they called the cops. An explosive ordnance disposal team responded, and they detonated the package. By that, they blew that sucker up. I want to know what was in the package. I still don't know. They told everybody, you guys need to get 300 feet away so the bomb squad can blow it up. They said at first they thought, maybe it was a transmitter attached to the weather balloon. But they said typically if it comes from some kind of, anything, meteorologist or whatever, they would have writing or something on it that you would know that this was, it would be a meteorology instrument or device. You would be able to know this. And it didn't have anything on it. So it was very, very strange.
Maybe it was some sort of a homemade balloon that somebody was kind of using a remote control wise. So it had some electronics inside of it. That would give it the appearance that it could be some sort of a device that could detonate.
Because there was wiring and all this kind of stuff. So that's what they were afraid of. They don't know exactly what it was. But yeah, very interesting thing. We still don't know. The bomb squad did eventually use explosives to destroy it.
And that bitch up.
They said, the investigation into the weather balloon, its origin, and its payload, whatever that means, is still active. And then I feel like they destroyed the evidence, though, when they blew it up.
Pretty much. Not going to figure out what it is now.
I know.
What was that, Dave? I don't know.
Oh, we blew it up. And then finally here in your What the Florida, this guy was upset with his employer that he went over to his place of employment, Tito Evan Lloyd, and brought a gun. He went in. Not only did he threaten his boss, but everybody else there, all the employees, over $75. Yes, he was upset because he said he was shorted $75 on his paycheck that he marched in there Monday morning, 10:30 a.m. and yelled at his boss. And not only did he brandish a weapon, as I mentioned, he threatened to kill everyone that was in there. So you can't do that, and you really, really can't do that if you are a convicted felon.
Oh,
yeah. So charges of aggravated assault, deadly weapon, felon carrying a concealed weapon, and felon in possession of a firearm. It's like, dude, was it really worth it? $75.
Nope. Well, you shouldn't mess with a man's pay, but
yes,
that's not how you handle it.
No, not at all. How about you go and you talk to him?
Yes. Yeah.
How about that?
Now he's going to be talking to a judge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and no job. And that is your What the Florida.
It's going to be out a little bit more than $75, though.
Yes.
Probably. Jimmy, we have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Evan checking in with us. Hey, Evan, what's going on, bud?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Evan.
Evan, what's up, buddy? I got a question for you when you get done.
Okay, well, I've got a question for all of you. I got two things really quickly. And this is for everyone. There are 7 different ways to reach first base in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And great, not first base when you're in 7th grade in the back seat with Lorelei Mataiket. I'm talking about actual baseball.
Okay.
Now, can you name the 7? And just don't everybody everybody gets a chance to try to answer.
Jimmy, you want to take one?
I mean, a walk.
Hit by a pitch.
There you go. That's 1. That's 2.
Getting a hit.
That's 3.
Third strike, the catcher drops the ball and you can run to first base.
Pass ball. Yep, that's 4.
So there's 3 more we're
I'm
missing.
out of this.
3 more we're missing. Wow. How is it?
We would get one of easy.
Trying to think. A balk? What? Oh.
Nope. Balk. No, balk is only for runners.
Oh, that's right. I don't know. I mean, we said a hit.
It's okay.
Infield fly rule means you're out, right? Yeah. So that would be.
No. Okay, but the thing is, Greek, think about something you do on the show all the time.
Something I do on the show all the time.
Yeah, you make a
mistake.
Error.
Blows.
Meaning.
There you go. That's 1.
I didn't hear it.
That's error.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. All right. Yeah. All right, so that's 5.
Yep. 2 more.
I said
what would an error be, though?
Like it hit to second base and then you're on first base. Like the second baseman makes an error, then you know what I mean? He gets on.
So the fact that it's an error, not a quote-unquote hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. You still hit the ball, though.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he throws, like a second, like a shortstop overthrows first base, and so you make it on an error.
I
That
get
kind
it.
of deal. So that's an error.
Okay.
All right, so we're up to 5.
2 more. Yep. 2
Ooh.
more.
Is it only first? Like, if I hit a home run, technically you're going to first,
Nope.
but you're not counting
Only
that,
going
right?
to first base.
Okay.
Only first base. Yep.
But we said hit in the very beginning. Unless you give us a hint, I don't think we'll get the other 2.
One of them has to do with somebody behind the plate.
The umpire?
Oh.
Catcher? No, catcher. Interference.
There you go. That's 6.
Right? And I don't know. You got me stumped.
You know what? You want me to tell you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Fielder's choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's.
I explain what's fielder's choice.
Evan, explain to her what a fielder's choice is.
A fielder's choice is like there's a man on first, and you hit to the third baseman, and he'll throw it to second and tag him out, but you make it to first. That's called a fielder's choice.
Okay. Right.
And you get a 0, and it goes 0 on your batting average. It doesn't count as a hit.
Okay.
But you do reach for first basics.
It's cool. It's good trivia.
Really? That's not considered a hit. That's
No.
interesting. Okay.
Because,
All
like you said, it's fielder's
Right.
choice.
Right. Yep.
He could have went to first, you'd be out.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And actually, in like batting titles at the end, when that happens, that benefits the guy. Because you know what? His average doesn't go down.
Right.
If he's close with somebody, it's a benefit. What's your other question?
The other thing is not a question, but something I watched on TV the other night about skyscrapers in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about one in particular was Donald Trump when he was building his Trump Tower.
Yes.
And I was not aware that when you just don't buy the land to build the building. You have to buy the airspace, if it's a bigger building, so you have to pay for airspace.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of that?
No, I was not. But I've never been in that position.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't either. But there's a certain, height level that you have to actually pay for the airspace. And when Donald Trump was building the Trump Tower, next door was, I think it was Tiffany's.
Yes, underneath.
And so he had to pay Tiffany's for their airspace.
Yeah.
And so when he went, they went to, they drew up contracts with Tiffany's and they turned it down. And so Donald Trump had 2 different plans made for his buildings. He had one beautiful building. I'm going to make it beautiful. Donald Trump talks. He's going to make the most beautiful, building in the world and all that. And then what he did is he had to make the most gaudiest, a smaller building, but gaudy and ugly and all that. And so he took that and he gave them both proposals. And Tiffany says, "Well, we're not going to accept your first proposal." And they said, "Well, how about this one?" He goes, "No, we're not going to take that either." So Donald Trump went home. About 8:00 in the morning, he gets a call from Tiffany's, and they go, "Listen, he's going to build this smaller building that they're not going to have to purchase our airspace." So we don't want that. So then that's how he got, and it said he accepted his first proposal.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, Trump Towers is beautiful. It is a gorgeous building. It really is.
But I wasn't aware of the airspace. I had no idea that's how it worked.
Now, the other day, Evan, and somebody asked me this, and I thought about it. You said that you can hear or see old Yankee games.
Well, you both. On YouTube, you can hear them on the radio. I mean, it doesn't not just Yankees. You can go all the way back from the 1934 All-Star game.
Okay, so on YouTube,
it's on radio.
Yeah, I have somebody
on radio. Go ahead.
No, I have somebody who caught a foul ball in 1994 at a Yankee game, and it was his father, and he's trying to get the audio to see it in the video. And I was like, you know what? I just heard this on the station. I said, I got to ask him. So he just YouTubes it, and it should show up the game to say the Yankee game.
You don't know exactly. Yeah, it's they don't have every game, but there are hundreds and hundreds of games that they do have.
Okay,
you just have to research. What way in '94? Who were they playing?
I don't know. He said it was Bucky Dent who hit the foul ball, and his father caught it.
Really? That's really cool.
Yeah, and he said that the amazing thing was that it was his parents dating, and then they got married, obviously, and they made a big deal about his mom and his father who caught it like one-handed, and it was Rizzuto for 1994. I don't know the game, but he was asking me, and I thought of it. I said, man, I just heard where you can get that, so thank you very much.
That's all I know is the year.
He knew exactly the game. I can't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, he was telling me.
But he knows it.
Yeah. He came up to me, he goes, Greek. And I said, 94. Like, okay. 30 years ago. I don't know where you can get it. And then it just pops in my head that Evan called and said that you can get it. Because I told my brother the next day, because Stevie's a huge Yankee fan. And I told him, I said, you can go on YouTube and hear all the games and Mantle and all that. And he was like, really? I said, yeah. He didn't know that either.
Yep. Yeah, they have games all the way back, but it just doesn't have Yankees. They have Cardinals, the old the old Brooklyn Dodgers games, a lot of those. I mean, it's really, and they're full games on radio.
That's cool.
And television, they have a lot as well. But
that's cool.
It doesn't. They're not going to have every single one.
No.
But that's really cool.
That's awesome.
A friend of mine bought a pair of Bucky Dent sneakers or game. Well, they're supposed to be game worn. You know how that is.
Yeah.
His actual shoes, and he only wore a size 8.
Oh, he's a small guy.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. Yeah, he showed them. They're little tiny. They got little like franny feet,
He was small. I met him a couple of times. Very nice guy. He was a little shorter than me, and a very nice gentleman.
And a handsome guy too.
Yes, very, very. When I met him, it was maybe 15 years ago. Salt and pepper hair.
Yep.
And he's been on a lot of the shows with the Yankees and the S Network stories about Steinbrenner. He was one of the only ones a little friendly with Reggie.
Well, he and the catcher, I can't think of his name, the backup catcher,
Healy,
his best friend, Mays, or Neely, yeah.
Yeah,
that was his best friend, in the Yankees. But all right, guys. Well, Franny, you have a great trip to Buffalo.
Thank you, Evan.
Appreciate it, Evan. Thank you for the heads up.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you on the zone if you're going to be there.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much.
We have a please from our boy Marcus, because he is trying to win the $1,000 for us. It's not for him. He's trying to win it for us.
Well, that's very nice.
So can we have the keyword for 1 o'clock, Jimmy?
Sure can. It's bank, BANK. Go to realradio921.com, and when that window pops up, enter bank, and you'll be in the running for this hour's $1,000. Something that cost more than $1,000, that CrowdStrike problem that we had the other day on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So, check this out. I know, Franny, you had that. You want to tag team me with this story? This is really pretty wild, huh? So if you didn't hear, CrowdStrike was the security firm that had that crash that happened. They pushed out that update for Microsoft 365 last Sunday, and for some of the companies that I guess they relied strictly on their software, it made their systems
like
crash
Delta.
and everything. Yeah. Well, we saw that. Let's see. Did I have some of the other names here? I didn't think I copied that, but some of the other companies. Well, anyway. So for the inconvenience of that happening to everybody, CrowdStrike offered everyone a $10 Uber Eats gift card as an apology.
Isn't that so
Isn't that nice
sweet of them?
This was the actual email that they sent out with that. And it says, Dear CrowdStrike partners, we recognize the additional work that the July 19th incident has caused. And for that, we send our heartfelt thanks and apologies for the inconvenience. The impacted version of the channel file 291 was added to Falcon's known bad list in the CrowdStrike cloud. Yada, 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 yada. Please also be on the lookout for our preliminary incident review, which will be published soon. To express our gratitude, your next cup of coffee or late night snack is on us. Access your Uber Eats credit by using code, and then they block it out.
That's like service
$10
fee and tip already. That's no food or coffee attached. I mean, that update, that faulty update, rendered 8.5 million Windows devices unusable, is what happened. Affected so many things. We say airports, but it was banks, and this was worldwide. So, yeah, the fact that they did this, causing businesses millions of dollars,
sure,
too.
Absolutely.
Millions of dollars. And they're like, here's a $10 Uber Eats gift card. You know where you can shove it, is what I would say. And check this out. They even said that some of the people who posted about the gift card said that when they went to try to redeem the offer, they got an error messaging saying the voucher had been canceled.
Oh, wow. Salt on the wound.
So when they tried to redeem the debt, they said the voucher was canceled.
So do you think
by the issuing party, it is no longer valid. So by CrowdStrike, they canceled.
They probably saw how much it was.
Well, what happened is Uber flagged it because so many people were trying to redeem it that they thought that it was fraud.
Okay.
So, but it was. It ended up being canceled. So I don't know if anybody ended up getting it after all. But the outage caused delays at airports in Amsterdam, Berlin, Dubai, and London.
Crazy.
And then, of course, all across the United States. It also caused several hospitals to halt surgeries and paralyzed countless businesses all over the world. I didn't realize how much it affected hospitals. That was the one that jumped out at me when I saw that. I was like, oh, my goodness. People were getting surgeries, and they had to stop it because of this problem with CrowdStrike.
They're saying may have cost some Fortune 500 companies as much as $5.4 billion in revenues and gross profits.
Wow.
Because of that outage.
Yeah,
and it's like, here, have a $10 gift card.
There you go. Yeah, get yourself a cup of coffee.
So in essence, do you think
It's
they
like
shouldn't
a
have?
slap in the face.
Do you think they shouldn't have even have done that to try to get?
I think it looks bad.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt.
I guess they're.
And
seeing
then when you try to redeem it, and it's saying
it doesn't work.
Canceled.
Well, that wasn't on. Like Jimmy said, that was just so many people. Their
Oh, my
CEO probably says,
God.
like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give everybody back $10. They're gonna love us, and they'll forget about it. So in actuality, this would have been a situation where they would have been better not doing anything than that. I didn't realize how much damage that caused.
Yeah.
And like you said, Jimmy, the hospitals, wow, imagine. There was one article I saw.
I couldn't imagine that. Like, you're sitting there waiting for surgery, and you're all prepped up for the night. You haven't eaten and all that. So, like, I'm putting myself, like, in those shoes, and then all of a sudden you can't do it. Why? Well, because of this.
And some people are still suffering from it.
Oh, I'm sure.
They really are. Even though it's back at it, Delta is still suffering from it. They're trying to play catch up, and I know people are stranded and been spending nights in airports or wherever
Which
they have
is
to be.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
I
unbelievable.
got to see what airlines we're flying on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm American. I was a little worried because I have a layover. Thank goodness, leave out of Palm Beach International. And
that should be
I
good.
thought the layover was in Atlanta, and I checked, and it's in Charlotte. So
that's better.
yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. But knock on wood. Let's do all the things.
I can't believe the amount of damage that did, really, and the amount of money. 877-927-6969. On the table today are a couple things. You guys could always get involved with us on all aspects of the show. But would you quit your job, become an influencer? How about that? Would you do that if you had the opportunity? Jimmy, is your flight okay?
Was JetBlue affected?
I fly JetBlue back, so hopefully it's not. But yeah, they said Delta, American, which I'm flying, and United were the next most affected. But they're talking about how much money they lost. They said losing collectively $860 million between those two airlines. Wow. $860 million.
Holy smokes!
I cannot believe that. Damn. Oof, that is huge. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We're going to come back. Don't forget, you guys got a chance to win $1,000, so You got to make it happen. You got today and tomorrow. Please get the keyword and win that $1,000. We're begging you to win it. Begging you. You guys got to step up and do it. We'll come back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
He said, I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday. He drinks Diet Mountain Dew as an adult, and I'm so sorry. Some of you are sipping on it right now, and you're going to be so pissed at me, but that's loser-aid, man. You got to grow up.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Enjoy the afternoon commute. Palm Beach roadways and expressways look good. We're up to speed on 95 and the Turnpike. Not seeing any major incidents. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
Hey, it's Franny. Want the most money for your used car? GiveMeTheVin.com will beat CarMax, your dealer, even your brother's best friend, Joey. Don't believe me? Check their thousands of reviews online, and they are 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. From $2,000 to $200,000, they give you top dollar, quick transactions, and free pickup. Now is the time to sell your car, truck, or exotic today at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva. Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory. Look for Nariva at Walmart today and feel the difference. Also try Nariva Ultra with clinically tested cognitive and feel mentally alert. Available at Walmart. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. Text AM to 52886.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Give the star in your life the brightest gift in the world. Name a star after them. This is Rocky Moselle with International Star Registry. For $59 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com, you can name a star for birthdays, weddings, or even memorials. Over 45 years, we have named millions of stars for celebrities and individuals from around the world. The star you name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Visit starregistry.com or call 800-282-3333.
At Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Wait. Skechers put the S in comfort?
Yes, comfort you have to feel to believe. Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Let me try. Okay, I'm just stepping in and... Oh, wow. Skechers put the S in comfort.
Duh. We told you.
Find Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid this afternoon with temperatures in the low 90s but feeling like the triple digits. Mostly sunny too with an inland shower chance. Then tonight partly cloudy, warm and humid with temperatures returning to the upper 70s and low 80s by Friday morning.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
The final countdown begins. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Yo, Penthouse, what's going on? It's Christopher Moltisanti. Who's most likely to join a secret society? I guess they don't listen to the show, Jake. Anyway, Tommy and Bobby are going to stop by later. They got a couple of things for you. I saw your mother over at Satriali's meat market. She looks great, doing really good. Can't believe she's turning 98, 90, whatever, 99, I think, maybe, whatever it is. But have a good one. And the girls at the Bada Bing, say hello.
So, Suicidal Robots sounds like a pretty awesome band name. And in honor of Greek, can I hear Misspeak 1010, please? Thank you.
You're listening to The Penthouse Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on Real Radio. Thanks for always tuning in to 92.1 Real Radio. I am the Greek. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Hi, good afternoon.
And we're getting into our last trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
And this happens every year in the NFL, and it is so sad. It's one of the things that bother me. The Rams yesterday, their cornerback already blew out his ACL. First day. And it happens every year. And like these drills that are non-contact, and he blew out his ACL. Sad situation. Ravens a couple years ago lost their first two running backs. And like on day one, where they're not really, you would think, going full speed, but just drills that are non-contact and these guys get hurt. It's very sad. And their whole season is over. So not a good thing. All teams are in camp. Full, rookies and veterans. Joe Burrow showed up and bleached his hair. And he just said, hey, I was bored, so I bleached my hair. And he looks okay. He doesn't look bad. I mean, it's pretty tough when you bleach your hair and pull it off. He pulls it off, Joe Burrow. Aaron Rodgers yesterday spoke to the media and everybody else and said, hey, I got fined $50,000. No big deal. Our goal is still to get to New Orleans because that's where the Super Bowl's at, and that's what the Jets want. Win it all. And we will see what happens with the Jets. They are third pick in their own division behind the Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills, odds-wise, to win it all. Marlins were playing great up to today. It's not over, but they're losing today to Baltimore. But they swept the first-place Orioles 2 games and 2 or 3 from the Mets. Speaking of the Mets, man, they are kicking ass. A Yankees ass. That's what they're kicking. Subway Series, they won again 12-3, and they've won every game this year against the Bronx Bombers. So in Queens, they are very happy that they are doing what they need to do, beating the Yanks. Anytime you can do that. Mets and Yankee fans for years are rivals, go back and forth at each other, and they are very excited about that. And the NBA finally signed their deal, $76 billion. Ooh, NBC, Disney, and Amazon. So after this season, no more TNT. They got only $76 billion for the next 11 years. Cha-ching. Oh, my God, the amount of money that people put into sports is crazy. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
Thank you, G-Man. So we're going to get into the world's 6 most expensive sports trophies, and then I got a little quiz, a real or fake quiz for you guys. But do we want to get that misspeak request?
Sure, I have it ready.
All
right. This is for you, Misspeak, Greek Misspeak, number 1010.
This is your Greek Misspeak review.
Come on, don't be a psycho bunny. Be a rabbit.
What's up, Doc?
You know, Jimmy always kicks off the show with us, and he tells us what day it is, because every day is some day.
Nothing gets past you.
Yeah, but a rainy day, you feel a little bit, ooh, yeah. Yeah, stay positive, buddy. You know, there's good days and there's bad days, and if the bad days outnumber the good days, you're in good shape.
Really? Really?
Then we got a giveaway coming at you at 12:05. Halloween gift of swag. Well, it could be. Again, like it could get worse or it could get better.
Oh, sure.
I don't get that deep. I'm looking something very mellow tone.
I think that's a poor choice of words.
I mean, again, this conversation is said without being said.
Do you even hear yourself?
It is chocolate day. I'm going to have some Chips Ahoy later and some chocolate kisses. Moo, moo, moo.
The cow goes.
Moo, moo, moo.
No, certainly does not.
Great.
Moo, moo, moo.
Well, it could get better or it could get worse.
We actually have another misspeak request if we want to get into that before we get into some more stuff. It's for number 50.
All right.
Misspeak 50. Yep.
Right.
That was in the
moo, moo, moo.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's right down here, and here we go.
This is your Greek Misspeak review.
No matter what, you know what? You'll hope they bang back.
Bang, 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 bangity bang, said a bang, bang, bangity bang.
Oh, then Jeter banger.
Bang, 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 bangity bang, said a bang, bang, bangity bang.
If you go in and you make a purchase today, you get 38 bonus reward points.
Sure do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cute.
I'm rubbing off on it. Buenos dias.
What?
I don't know.
Maybe it's time to try crack.
This could be very, based on opinion.
Have you been drinking?
All right, well, we got a couple of days to do what we got to do. We got until today. Well, we got to this afternoon because it starts tomorrow morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm begging you, please make up your mind.
Hi,
also sent me that Opalaka Hialeah.
You're amazing. We got to put you on a payroll and not pay you.
Sounds great.
How are you not on Mount Rushmore?
There's only room for 5.
You're about to meet a man who many of us cannot relate to. One day, he became a math genius.
Math genius.
So good. So, yeah, there's a bunch of trophies out there in the sports world, and these are considered to be the most expensive in the world. So anyone who's played any kind of sport has dreamed of becoming a champion and getting the opportunity to hoist that championship trophy, just like our Florida Panthers did with the Stanley Cup. They said the fact that those trophies come at a heavy price tag isn't a shock, but you might be surprised to learn just how pricey the most expensive ones are. Now, we'll play a little guessing game. Lombardi Trophy, top 6 here. How much do you think it costs?
All right.
180 grand?
Jimmy?
I know it's from
I don't know. I'm thinking millions. I was going to say like 2 million.
You guys are both off. Million would be way off.
I know it's
created by Tiffany. Yep, you said and Co.
Yeah.
It's made from around 10K in sterling silver and takes 4 months to produce, but that's the 10K, but everything else with it. The Lombardi Trophy, the price tag on it is $50,000.
Oh, wow.
That
Okay.
wasn't far.
All right. Not bad.
No, you weren't. You said 125.
Not bad.
What did I say?
125.
Okay.
That wasn't far.
Well, a little bit.
Or maybe you said 100 out of. Stanley Cup.
See, Stanley
These are the
Cup-
price tags.
Oh. So what do they say? The value of it right now?
They
Is
say,
that
yeah,
where
the
it's
fact-
going to be?
Yes, that's what we're talking about. These are the price tags on these.
So what it costs to make, not the value, correct?
All right, let me go right to the article itself here. So hold on, because this was sent to us in our show prep site. So yes, many of theirs invaluable, but some of these pieces of hardware are very valuable based on how much they're worth. So
Right,
we're talking
okay,
about
right.
worth
So
here.
what they're worth,
The
right.
medals that are handed out. No, here we go. Planet has a trophy that's handed out to players or teams. And while most of them have a pretty hefty price tag, they said yes. So this is the worth. This is what they're saying, the value of these.
Stanley Cup.
60,000. We'll just go from there.
I'll go higher. I'll go 150.
Okay.
All righty. So we are going Stanley Cup. Once again, way off, $650,000. They said possibly the most iconic of all sports trophies. It's made from silver nickel, stands almost 3 feet tall, weighs about 35 pounds. And, of course, there's 3 versions of it. We do know that. But, yes, they say that one, the Stanley Cup, $650,000. Then the next most expensive.
Hard to put a price tag because, I mean, really, there's 3 of them. The original that sits in a museum, one that stays in a museum during the year.
This is for the original Stanley Cup.
The absolute original one. But,
Yes.
I mean, it's one of a kind, you know? I mean, it's almost priceless.
Yeah.
In a way.
So that's what they have there. Then let's see. Next one we have on here for most valuable trophies in the world is the FA Cup. That one I'll let you know, $1.18 million. So we know it's awards the best soccer club in England and dates back to 1872. They say original FA Cup was stolen and never recovered.
Ooh.
New versions have appeared on multiple occasions, but the design has largely stayed the same. The FA Cup takes around 250 hours to create and is comprised of around 14 pounds of sterling silver.
Okay. Yeah, so that's like the Lombardi Trophy. They make a new one each year for each champion.
Uh-huh. And then we have the Indianapolis 500 Borg Warner Trophy.
That's a huge one.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
How much do you think that cost? If we said FA is 1.18, what do you think this one is? And this one has a permanent home in a museum next to the Brickyard.
I'm going to say it's more than a Stanley Cup.
Well, yeah, because we're...
You can go in order about
Yeah.
for amounts.
Mhm.
I don't know, $3 million?
Jimmy?
I don't even know what to guess. $5 million.
G-Man, you're not too far off. $3.5 million. Yep. They said that obviously it has its home in the Brickyard. Winner of Indy 500 gets to spend some time with it, like they do with the Stanley Cup, right?
Okay.
But eventually has to settle for a replica. It's over 5 feet tall, weighs more than 150 pounds. They said back in the day in the 1930s, it cost $10K to create back in the 30s. And now this thing is worth $3.5 million. The Preakness Stakes Woodlawn Vase.
$5 million?
Yeah, right around there, right?
$4 million.
Oh.
3 feet tall, weighs around 30 pounds, and is made from sterling silver. And the original trophy is housed at the Baltimore Museum of Art. And then finally here, what do you think is the most expensive trophy?
World Series? Baseball? No? With all the flags?
Is that a new one?
And this one's insane.
Each year?
I don't think so.
No?
I'm not sure. I know the teams get one.
Think international.
It's not soccer.
FIFA World Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The gold one?
The FIFA World Cup. The Jules Rimet Trophy, if I'm saying that right, I'm sorry if I'm not. Shape of a cup made of gold-plated sterling silver. That is $20 million is the value of that. Wow. They said it was stolen while on display in England in 1966, but was recovered a week later.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I wonder who did that.
Right. Yep. So that sucker worth $20 million.
Wow. So really, the Super Bowl, the lowest one. One of the lowest ones out of everything.
Well, yeah, new one each year, right? You know, compared to ones where there's only
one.
Pretty much one,
Yep.
right? That gets passed around, or, you know, maybe replicas made for a team, depending on which sport it is. But I didn't realize the two it was one is international soccer, the other one is FIFA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there was FIFA, and then the other one was the English soccer league.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Somebody wants to know, G-Man, how much you would spend on a trophy wife for 7142.
Trophy wife. I'm going to go $1 million.
Okay. Just $1 million. All right. And then another fun game you can play along with as we're going. There's a lot of crazy medical reality shows out there. I think the one that really was nutty that people were just like, what are we watching? Dr. Pimple Popper started this. Grabbed the attention of America, TLC. And it just, I mean, it's disgusting. I can't watch that stuff.
Oh my God. I bail out.
It's not just pimples. They get into cysts and all kinds of it. It's just rough. It's hard. It's hard to watch.
Even if I would scan and I went over it, I would get nervous with the remote.
But they're just saying with the show, it is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to medical reality shows. There's so many with medical oddities. So we're going to do a little real or fake action. I'm going to give you a title and then the description of the show. All right? Let's see here. Doctor Down Below. It's about a urologist. Yeah. It's about a urologist who helps patients with painful or embarrassing genital conditions such as an extra urinary hole. Is that real or fake?
I want to say fake.
I think it's real.
Doctor Down Below is a real medical reality show.
I think I experienced that with someone.
Uh-huh. How about Stuck? Follows doctors who remove stuck objects, such as a stiletto wedged in a woman's eye.
Oh, God.
Adult toys that people claim they sat on by mistake. God, a stiletto in an eye.
Oh, God.
Stuck. Real or fake medical reality show?
It sounds real because it happens all the time.
Yeah, it does.
And we did that article about that.
People do it all the time, but it's an actual reality show.
I do, but I remember we did a story about the guy in Miami. Remember, he was a doctor in the emergency room, and he was talking about all the crazy things.
Yeah.
Sure.
People get things stuck all the time.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the episode was on Seinfeld I watched last night. I'm Cosmo Kramer, the yes man.
He had the license plate.
And it was all about George's father sitting on that macaroni thing.
And then he had the license plate, right?
So 1 in 1,000 chance of that happening.
I'm going to say it's real.
I'm going to say it's real, too.
You guys are correct. It is real. What about Skin Tight? After losing massive amounts of weight, the show follows two people who have loose, sagging skin and watch them get it surgically removed.
I believe that, too.
It sounds 100% real, right?
All right. So
I'll
far,
say real.
You guys are doing great. What about Dr. Ink? The show features 3 clients each session who have their entire bodies tattooed, including their eyelids, tongue, and private parts.
I would think that's true, too.
I'm going to say fake.
Jimmy, you're on a roll. That one is fake. Dr. Ink is fake.
Only, you know what gave it away? The every inch of their skin.
Yeah.
So there are those people to get their eyeballs done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real. And that, I can't even imagine that.
Ooh.
What about 2 becomes 1? Doctors perform controversial plastic surgery on siblings who wish to look identical.
I would say it's true.
I know it's been done. I'll say true.
That one is a fake.
It is fake.
Show. Yes, fake. All right. We have here, My Feet Are Killing Me.
Maybe it's your
follows
shoes.
Follows 3 doctors who work on people with jacked up feet, like extra toes, horns on their feet, or people born with 2 different size feet.
I would say it's true. They all sound true because they all sound like situations that you heard.
Is it enough, though, to make a show out of? That's
I don't know.
Because that's what got us on the last one, really. I mean, it happens, but not enough for a show. I'm going to say fake.
That one is true. That's a
Is it?
real
Okay.
show.
Okay.
Yep, it's a real show. What about this? Bottoms Up.
What?
Doctors treat patients with backdoor issues such as stuck objects and hemorrhoids the size of tennis balls.
Oh, it's got to be true.
Bottoms Up.
Size of tennis balls. Nice.
Sounds like a great T-shirt. I'm going to go with true.
That is a fake show.
Oh.
No such thing as bottoms
I want to see her Facebook. What's her Instagram?
I know. And let's see. And then finally, we have Take My Tumor. A team of surgeons remove unusual and oversized tumors, such as the woman with a tumor stretching from her neck to her lower back, or the man with the talking neck tumor.
Oh, God.
Talking neck tumor?
I'm going to say it's true because it sounds so whacked, it's jacked. It's got to be true.
Well, he had me up to the talking neck tumor, so I'm going to say false.
It's real, and now I got to look up a talking neck tumor. Do I want to? Do I want to look at that up?
Probably not.
Do I want to?
Are you on a VPN?
Oh, God, it's the first thing that comes up when you say talking neck. I don't know if I want to look at it.
If you're lonely, I guess you could talk to yourself a lot.
Yeah, Take My Tumor. That's on TLC. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
So you guys did pretty good. There's a couple more on there, but you did pretty damn good.
Oh, we didn't do bad. Not bad. A lot of those shows are wackadoodles. I would never watch any of them, but still, it's crazy.
Oh.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why'd you do it?
Make it go away.
Why'd you do it?
Oh, no way.
All right.
I can't think about it. No way. I'm not even doing it. Out of everybody, I am the biggest sheep. Jimmy, great Joe. And as always, thank you for all your help and everything you do behind the scenes in front of the microphone.
Bird! Thank you, Greek. Thank you, Francis. And thank you for listening. Have a safe trip, young lady.
Thank you.
I want to say, when I'm out, I talk about this all the time when people listen. I was at New York Prime the other night at the bar, and some guy came up to me and goes, "Why are you not at Burns?" Burns! He didn't give me that. He just said that. Franny, great job as always. We're going to miss you so much. But don't worry, we'll be doing texting, me and you, Facebook Live.
All the things.
All the things
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
Getting it ready right now. Getting it ready right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to FaceTime you.
But thanks for all your help. Have a great trip. I hope you make lots of oodaloos of cash.
Oodaloos of cash. Me too. That's the point. No, thank you guys. And of course, thank you for listening. I don't know if I want to thank you for the text messages like this one. I can't watch Dr. Pimple Popper. It makes me hungry for a Boston cream donut.
Oh, God.
Nice. I like that.
Oh, do you?
As long as I don't have to look at it.
And then somebody else says, I've had a stiletto wedged in my ass before. All right.
Damn right.
Whatever you're into, buddy. Mm-hmm. So I want to say thank you, but I don't. But make sure you are tuned in about 10 minutes because Rover's going to give you another keyword we only have today and tomorrow for you to score $1,000 called Grain in Your Hand. I know.
You all right over there?
Do it. I have a feeling we're going to get one today.
I hope so.
I do.
Today's the day.
Doing the 3-finger method, y'all. Everybody do it.
This day is today.
That's impressive.
That's the energy. That's your, yes, we're putting it out there in the universe. All right, G-Man, parting words.
People in your life, if they want to do something, they will. It's that simple. So don't be begging. If they want to do it, they will. And sometimes when somebody doesn't respond, you're getting your answer. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.
Must be why God created YouTube.
Well, this and cat videos. But mainly for the cat videos.
Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
It's a problem-free drive along the Palm Beaches. No accidents or major delays to slow us down. Our drive times on our expressways are up to speed. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Monrosa Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Monrosa Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm.
Hey, it's Franny. Want the most money for your used car? GiveMeTheVin.com will beat CarMax, your dealer, even your brother's best friend, Joey. Don't believe me? Check their thousands of reviews online, and they are 5-star rated by the Better Business Bureau. From $2,000 to $200,000, they give you top dollar, quick transactions, and free pickup. Now is the time to sell your car, truck, or exotic today at GiveMeTheVin.com.